That sounds so sweet. That sounds so sweet. Put that little face in there. Done and done. I'm writing to my mom. 28 seconds. Not so bad. Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna do something different today. I'm a mess right now. I've been sick, as you can probably tell. You can probably hear it. But not only am I sick, you can see. Look at my hands. Look at this. I'm dying over here. Comments and reactions. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get another Kleenex because I think I just sprung a leak. Anyways, that's a good way to start the stream. Look at me. I'm on fire. I'm bleeding all over the place. Oh, look at that. We've already got viewers on YouTube. That would probably be Sonic. If I know my Sonic, that's a Sonic thing over on YouTube. So, hang on. Oh, I've been sick for days. Oh, really bad. I'm not contagious. Thank you for the thumbs up. I've been sick for, oh, I feel terrible. But I have a meeting tomorrow. And I want to transpose some notes. Hey, buddy, how are you? Good to see you, Sonic. Thank you for the thumbs up. I know it was you. I know it was you. Yeah, so I'm streaming on all platforms. I don't see anybody on TikTok right now. Is that the case? Anyone here? Oh, it does work. I wonder if I could share this with somebody. Share your live to... Well, that doesn't help me at all. Okay, so anyways, here's what I'm doing. Sonic, you can keep me on in the background if you want, or not. My whole goal here today is I have a meeting tomorrow. Something amazing has happened. And again, I've got blood and magic marker on my hands. I'm falling apart here. I'm a train wreck. Okay, something amazing has happened. So about a month ago, I attended a video game dinner, we'll call it. They do these in LAs all the time. What are they called? They are called Video Game Supper Club. So I went to the Video Game Supper Club in Portland, Oregon, and it was benign. It wasn't a good event. It was cold. There was about 4 to 6 people there total. It was just a terrible time to have the event, and they had just rebooted it. So the 2 principal founders were not there, so it was just a lackluster event. But there were only a few people there. I wound up talking to 2. One was an ex-Pixar animator, great guy. The other was a lawyer. Hello, Julia. So I'm going to talk about something here real quick. This is video game related. So if you have any questions on how to get a job in the video game industry, that's kind of what this is going to be. But I'm going to help everybody out. God almighty, my hands are gross. Sonic, I think you pointed it out that I have gross hands. They weren't covered in blood when you saw them. It looks like I've choked like a small animal to death. I'm sorry, everybody. So, hey, Sean. So again, if you have any questions about how to get a job in the games industry, I'm here to help you with that. But what I'm going to do here today is fill you in on a little thing that happened. I went to Video Game Supper Club, poor event, wound up talking to 2 people only. That's for everybody who just joined. That's what you missed. So after that, the lawyer that I had talked to winds up introducing me to the foundation he's part of. And again, I'm sick, so I apologize for me being like, my whole head is like a sump pump right now. I'm just like draining liquids and blood right now. It's terrible. Yeah. Hang on, my mom's writing me too. This is a nightmare. Like the 3 dots will be on my messages for like 20 minutes. Because she's like, I'm typing or she's speaking into it. The longer those 3 dots are up there, it's either going to be the longest message in the world or it's just going to end with 3 dots, like the most uneventful. Niles' party looked like, he's talking about my son. Okay, great. So I was a liar right there. Yes, it was fun. My son had just had a party this weekend. It was really fun. Lots of kids. Okay. This is supposed to be about how to get a job in the video game industry, not talking about my mom. Okay. My mom! So the lawyer winds up contacting me saying, hey, I really liked what I saw about Double Plus. And I'm like, oh yeah, great. I'm going to try to zoom out because it looks like I'm too far zoomed in. Can I zoom out? Come on, zoom out. Oh, I'm as far. Really? That's as far as it goes? Okay. Um, yeah, so he liked what he heard about Double Plus, and he's like, can you help my organization? And I'm like, what is your organization? And he says he works for the International Game Developers Association. And I'm like, oh, I know those guys. I just made a video about you saying how much you haven't done anything. Because I was mad after GDC, so I wrote that. Or I made a video about it. Anyways, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to talk to the organization. And after all that, I did. Last week, on Wednesday, I wound up talking to the head of the IGDA. And I have an interview coming out of this. Again, Sonic, I don't know if you know this. Anybody here? I have an interview going on with Jeff Minter, who's the developer behind Tempest 2000. He has his company's called LlamaSoft. He has a game that launched in March of this last year. I think it's like a documentary style game that goes over all of his work from the Atari ST all the way up through. It's like a Capcom collection, but just of his games. So I'll be meeting with him and the IGDA this week. So here's why I'm doing this on a live stream. Because the IGDA, International Game Developers Association, came to me because they're running out of funds. And I'm like, what do you mean you're running out of funds? You're a foundation. Like, you don't just run out of funds. Like a foundation, like you have investments, you have money that comes in, like granted or guaranteed money that comes in from benefactors or whatever. Why are you running out of money? Well, you're going to love this. The International Game Developers Association was told by all the studios that used to support it, Microsoft, Electronic Arts, Activision, across the board, ooh, money's tight right now, and we are unable to give our yearly allotment or our stipend to the IGDA Foundation. Now, think about that. We were just at GDC. Everybody I've talked to here has seen my talk on GDC. Guess what? GDC, I talked to a bunch of people inside the industry who couldn't be happier with the record profits that they're seeing. And with AI, our profits, we expect profitable quarters for the next foreseeable future, right? They were excited. Everybody inside the industry was excited because their earnings calls showed that they're generating a lot of revenue, and with all the headcount that they've cut, they have a metric ton of money. So a lot of these companies have tons of cash. They're sitting on tons of cash. But they can't donate to the foundation that is funneling game developers into the industry. Not just game developers. Inclusive game developers. Game developers, hello. So these are, they're supporting inside, outside, whether it be, let's see, underrepresented and marginalized developers, individuals interested in a career in the gaming industry. So these companies have record profits. They're very excited to talk about it at GDC. To me. Then the game developers are all losing. Hello, Rusty Banjo. So game developers have so many have lost jobs. Into the tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs. There's a lot of companies shutting down, like entire studios shutting down, games being cut off. People are losing their jobs across the industry. So much so that it's like, when is it going to stop? And it still hasn't. They are still, as of this week, companies are shutting down, shutting their doors. Projects are ending. So here's the deal. There's going to be a game developer blight. There's not going to be enough people to do the games, roll out these other games. Like if you had games in development, or if you wanted to do other games. They're going to farm it out outside the country. They'll farm it out to whomever. Who cares about the experience? Hello, mother of, I'm not even sure, mother of, oh, it won't even show me the whole thing. I'm sorry. Mother of productivity is what I'll think of it. Think of what you are. So here's the thing. Industry is not only like firing people, not only getting rid of games and IPs. Microsoft just got rid of, not State of Decay. Why can't I think of the name of it? Oh, that's going to kill me. Why can't I think of it? Anyways, all of these games are being shut off. Stores are being shut down. And what's going on now is that Sega, ESA, all of these companies are going after the emulator market. They're shutting down emulators left and right, and they're going after ROM sites. So here's the thing. The industry is not looking to make new games. The industry is looking to capitalize on IP. So the IGDA can't get funded. Because why would you fund these things? Why would you fund developers? We don't need developers. We need DLC. We need season passes. We need subscription-based services. We do not need game developers. That's what every industry company, every major industry company is saying. So here's the thing. The IGDA realizes, oh no, after GDC, no one's going to, like, none of these companies are going to give us any money this year. And they can make it to the end of this year, but like, what are we going to do for next year? What are we going to do to support anybody? What are we going to do for our grants? So here's what they offer. You're like, what do they do? Well, let's see. It's a global charitable organization. It's a 501c3 serving underrepresented and marginalized developers. So that could be women, that could be handicapped, that could be different races, that could be people outside the country looking to come in, whether it be Pakistan, which I'll talk about that. There's a lot of people in other countries that, you know, the role of a woman is not as a developer, but as the right hand, or like to stand behind the man. And so a lot of people, fathers, are trying to get their daughters out of the country. And this was one of the ways to do that, like to get them into game development. And there are some great charity and nonprofits dedicated to that. And Sean Layton, he's connected to Girls Make Games, just a phenomenal charity that's bringing more and more marginalized people into the space. So here's the deal. Our mission is to make the game industry more diverse and inclusive by providing professional development and opportunities for every person who wants to be a part of the gaming industry. So you're like, well, what is this, a woke company? No, this is just like, there are programs in place for one group. It's like when I was doing cancer work, when I was working with, if you have people that are going through cancer, like if an older person is going through cancer, the older person has a family. The older person might have insurance, might have all of these, and might actually have a network of people that have gone through it. Babies. You have, there's oncology centers around the country that take care of babies. Like there's all of these programs, but there was a missed window, and that was for teens. Teens, when they get cancer, their friend group is also comprised of teenagers, and they kind of freak out and say, oh, this is too much. I can't do this. And they wind up abandoning their friend. So the teen who has cancer is like, I'm just trying to define who I am. My friends abandoned me. So the parents see all this and see the pain that their child is in, and so they double down. But the kid is trying to find their voice and their independence. So the parents are like, well, you can lean on us, you can rely on us. And the kid's like, I don't want you to dote on me. I want to grow up. I want to be somebody. Hello, Delta Grum. So here's the thing. What would happen is a lot of the teenagers that survived their cancer treatment would go on to unalive themselves. How's that? I can say that, right? Yeah, because they had lost their network group, their friend group. They had no sense of identity, and they could never catch up. They never could fit in. So that's the kind of marginalized group I'm talking about. People who aren't represented. And so there's a lot of people that aren't represented in the games industry. And that's one of the things they do. So one of their programs is called it's called Velocity. So the Virtual Exchange is a development program for grantees. So they offer grants to get people working in the games industry. Virtual exchange is a 6 week program. Here we go. Velocity. Professionals looking to transition into the game industry from another non-gaming related career or industry. So, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, there are paths. Granted, they're very hard, right? And that's what I'm here to help with. If you have questions about how to get a job in the game industry, I'm more than happy to answer them. But if you work outside the industry, say if you are somebody in finance or somebody in operations or somebody who's in logistics or somebody who's a lawyer, say, this will let you find a footprint in the industry. That's one of the things that they were able to do. So they were trying to bring external talent that the industry needed and fulfill like both sides of the equation. The industry needs this talent. It does not have it. People outside the industry want to work inside the industry. They want to follow their passion. So let's give them a path there. So that's the kind of programs they were into. So that's diversity. Like that's the diversity we're talking about. We're not just talking about like, we're going to open this up to minorities. That's not how that works. Even though that's great. The industry definitely needs more of that. So I'm hoping to God. Okay, great. I keep hearing my voice in the headphones, and I was worried that I had a video playing in another tab. All right, so here's the story. Tomorrow, I have to go talk to these folks about my suggestion for how do they survive? Because they're not getting funded anymore. Nobody in the games industry is supporting them anymore. So what do we do? So when I was at GDC, one of the things I did do is I talked to game developers. And when I talked to game developers, none of them were interested in working the traditional route into games. They were looking to align with other creatives, other developers, other artists, other musicians, and work exclusively with them. The other thing they wanted to do is work with streamers, people that had an audience, so they could share their title with a built-in marketing base, like right out of the gate. So this is awesome. That's the kind of stuff that I'm super interested in. Awesome. A lot of connectivity. But none of those people want to work for Electronic Arts or Activision. And Electronic Arts and Activision and Microsoft and et al., right? They've all shown they don't care about game developers. 100%. They do not. I mean, they care about them when the game comes up, but they don't care about them during crunch time. You know that. We all know that. EA was like voted the worst company to work for like 6 years in a row. And it was finally beat out by another evil corporation. Like, you're like, yay, we're no longer the worst company to work for. Yeah, you're still in the top 5. And it has to do with just squeezing the developers to death. Like, that's how that works. So, nobody wants to work in the games industry anymore in its current state. And I'm all for that. That is 100% what I think we should take away. Nobody wants to work in this industry. Everybody wants to work in games because you're smart and games are awesome. They're the best. Nobody wants to work in the game industry in its current iteration because you're sane. Everybody who says that is sane. Hang on a sec. I'm dying over here. Oh, my lungs are killing me. Okay. Oh, that's so bad. Oh. It feels like a smoky syrup. Just like heavy bronchitis. It's just killing me. If I die on this stream, please call 911. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let the IGDA know how they can save themselves. And it's going to be quite simple. First things first, we're going to open up Keynote because I'm going to tell you how to do it. And you're going to be blown away how simple it is. Okay, I'm going to make a deck. And I'm going to call this, look, listen, trust me on this. I know what I'm doing. So we're going to make a slide, and this is going to be called, ready? Problem. Duplicate. Immediate need. Duplicate. Wait, is that right? Problem. Okay. IGDA Foundation. Oh, shoot, come on. text. I got to default that to left justified because I'm sick of that. Okay. Foundation is no longer getting the funding from major publishers for their grant and what is the name of the program? Virtual exchange program. Okay. That is one problem. Copy V. While gaming studios are posting record profits, major publishers are saying that they can no longer afford to fund the IGDA Foundation's grants because, quote, money is tight, end quote. Awesome. And let's see, the problems. Oh, shoot. I can't talk when it's doing, oh my God, it's doing that again. Okay. Without funding, comma, the IGDA can no longer provide grants for indie game developers at a time when there are more out-of-work developers than at any point in the history of video games. Okay. That seems like good enough problems right there. So we know the problems. They are not getting funding. The studio is being dismissive or just outright lying. And without funding, they're going to shut down. Okay. So the immediate need. Let's bring one of these over. Oh, I can just do this. Paste. Okay. The immediate need. Okay. A pathway or a conduit to funding. That's a good one. Some immediate. There we go. Okay, that's better. A way to market and proselytize for the organization. Without using major PR firms and studio-centric okay, I want to say studio-centric plans. Wait, hang on a second. Hang on. Hello, Stone Gardening. So here's the deal. You ready for this? I'm talking. That's good. Studio-centric, major and studio-centric, or studio-loyal avenues. So Stone Gardening, thank you so much. So here's the deal. Ready? This is what I said at the beginning. So tomorrow I'm meeting with this group called the IGDA Foundation. It's the International Game Developers Association. I met with them last week, and it was a good conversation. But they are in a panic because they are no longer getting funded by Electronic Arts or Activision or Sony or Microsoft, any of the companies that have been providing money for their grants. Those companies are like, oh, money's tight this year. But here's the deal. Thank you. I'm glad you're ready. I appreciate that. The deal is, I was just at GDC meeting with these executives, same exact executives, who are saying, we have posted record profits for the last X quarters, 2-3 quarters, and we are projected with these cuts of game developers and staff to post profits throughout the end of Q4 2024, which is actually March of 2025. So I talked to people inside the industry from Microsoft, Electronic Arts, and they're all generating revenue and planning on generating revenue into next year. But they're telling the International Game Developers Association, this is the conduit for getting new and more diverse voices in games. They're not funding this anymore. So what? Hey Joe, thank you so much. I'm so happy you're here. So here's what I'm doing. I've been called in. You're going to love this. If both of you are here, I'm so happy. Two of my favorite people on the platform. I'm dying. You can see I'm sick, but I'm fighting through this. Here's the coolest thing. You ready? So I met with them last week and they told me all this. And I said, that's crazy. They said, we need to save this organization because we're going to be out of money to fund programs like the virtual exchange, which is bringing people into the industry. If you want to work in the games industry, this is how you do it, right? So it's a program that's offered by the IGDA that brings in people from the games industry. It actually helps transition, Velocity helps transition people. So say if you were in like operations, or hey, if you were an influencer or streamer or whatever, and you wanted to get into marketing for games, this is the program that would be the throughput that you would go through this thing that's funded by the IGDA. You'd go through this program, and then they would open up doors into the games industry for you. But the game industry has just said, we're not interested anymore. We don't want to support this anymore. We don't care anymore. We do not have a diversity hire interest. And I'm not talking about diversity in terms of just women or different ethnicities. I'm talking about diversity in terms of like diversity of ideas, diversity of like disciplines. Like there's diversity I'm talking about across the board, like soup to nuts. So this isn't a woke program. So here's the deal. They came to me and they're like, we're going to run out of money. What do we do? So all week I've been sick and on the couch and writing down a million things. And I've boiled it down to 3. And the 3 things are this. You ready? You're going to love this. Don't big stinking socks me, Arconis. Okay. Do I still have you, Joe? Because you're going to love this. Stone's here. I know. I can see her liking it because here's the coolest thing. I went to here and said, let me see your team. Well, this is the team. Look at these people. This guy works for Electronic Arts. He's on the board. We can't get any money for you. Let's see where Lizzie is. Lizzie is, oh, she's got Forbes on her back. She worked Georgie. This person is okay. This person's all right. Let's try Mitzi. Epics. Prior to joining Scopely. Oh my, she works at Scopely. Okay, so that's another meat grinder. She worked at Electronic Arts, Activision, Maxis, and Time Warner Interactive. Time Warner, the company that tanked Atari, they're still doing this. All right, let's see. I don't know, Sarah Spears. She recently joined Electronic Arts. Okay, that's the board. The board of this organization says, oh, we don't have any money. We're out of money. When in fact, I know they don't. They have tons of money. They just don't want to invest in this, right? So here's my solution in simple steps. Step number 1. Send out, what is it today? It's the 18th. Tomorrow's the 19th. So Friday, send out a message that says, you have 10 days. You either find money in your organization, you send it out to the board. You send a notice out to the board. Everybody who works for game companies. You have 10 days to either generate revenue from the company you work in or tender your resignation to the IGDA. That's it. 10 days by the end of the month. If you do not, you'll be removed from the board. So in 10 days, I'm removing everybody from this organization who works for Electronic Arts, Microsoft, Maxis, whomever's connected to the industry is fired. Because if the thing's shutting down anyhow, here's the problem. The problem is these people are now albatrosses. Like, they could be great people. They could be awesome people, and they could be between a rock and a hard place. But if I'm reaching out to game developers now, after GDC, they don't trust any of these companies. They don't trust any of these people. These people are monsters. So get rid of them. Remove it. Then on July 1st, you put out a press release saying, hey, IGDA has just removed all executives from major corporations from our board, and we are now bringing in all of the people from their program, the virtual exchange program, to take their seats. That's the next gen leaders. And that is people who are still making games. So that's people like Jeff Minter, who made Tempest 2000 and works on LlamaSoft. Like, hang on a sec. Let's see if I can find that. Jeff Minter, LlamaSoft. Anyways, yeah, so he just released this, Digital Eclipse. So that's number one. Step number one, fire everybody on the board. Give them an opportunity to tender the resignation or just remove them from the board. Step number one. Step number two, replace everybody that's on the board with game developers that are still making games, that still are working in the industry, probably like independent, like this. So Jeff Minter is a bunch of games. He's been around since, I think, the 80s. He was making games on Atari ST. So you replace everybody in the organization, and you've got a couple in there already. So the board is now made up of game developers, and they have to guarantee that they are going to work at least, I'll give the hours here, I'll figure out the numbers, but we'll scale that up. Like, what are they able to do to be an ambassador? Because what we're going to do is they're going to take over those roles, and then they're going to be tasked to reaching out to people that we identify. Like, maybe it's H Bomber Guy, maybe it's Video Game Donkey, maybe it's like his big mode game development studio. We start reaching out to indie game development studios and aligning with them. Then what we're going to do is be like, all right, are there programs? Do you have any ways for these people to get into your company? If not, do not worry about it. This is all being done pro bono. No money is being spent at this point. Maybe a press release, but you would be wanting to get press releases out there. So that's one. One, fire everybody. Two, replace them with game developers. Then three, start a fundraising program, but not for the IGDA. We start a fundraising program for the marginalized groups that are out there already. And that is like girls make games like this. These folks. These are two like absolutely wonderful women who are like really changing the face of like how the conduit into the games industry. And it's for people in like outside the country. Like that's what the International Game Developers Association is about. So we start aligning with these studios. Like these are a 501c3. This is a 501c3. Please tell me you're a 501c3. Oh my God, that would be so embarrassing if they weren't. Oh, you got to be a 501c3. Anyways, please tell me they are. Is there a donation portal here? They've got to be a 501c3 because this is a nonprofit. Everybody would be a nonprofit. There it is, 501c3. I knew it. Okay, great. So here's the deal. Fire everybody who works for the game industry. Get them out because the IGDA Foundation is going to crash no matter what. It's going to crash and burn. So get rid of everybody. Hello, no me for you. Then you replace them with actual game developers, just like it used to be in the 90s. Great job. Then you align with organizations that are already doing, or like that could be a funnel for your existing programs, right? Yeah, so Stone Garden, that's why I wanted you to hear it, because this is what I do. This is like my magic, like how I figure this out. So I'm going to connect them to, and there's more than Girls Make Games. There's like 100, if not more. But the coolest thing about Girls Make Games is that they're doing such a good job that everybody who's left the industry, like Sean Layton, I'll show you who Sean Layton is, LinkedIn. I know, this is great. You get to see my LinkedIn. This is awesome. Everybody's like, when are we going to see your LinkedIn? Well, now is the time you're going to see my LinkedIn. All right, let's go Sean Layton. S-E-A-N. Oh, that's H-A-W-N, Layton. Okay, here we go. He was the head of PlayStation, right? So he's a creator leader. He works for PlayStation, right? He's got several hundred. He's connected to Tommy Tallarico. That's bad news. Yeah, but he is somebody who has thousands of connections, right? Inside the industry. And he left the industry. He's working for independent publishers, and there's a ton of Sean Laytons out there. My goal is to connect to a lot of these organizations that have a lot of Sean Laytons. Because what I used to do is I used to connect to organizations that had connections to like PewDiePie or Captain Sparkles or PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all of that. That's who I used to serve. And so I used to like, hey, Charity, do you have a big influencer who's attached to your organization? Well, we'd like to do a gaming event with them. Now I'm turning it on its head where I'm like, okay, hey, charitable games organization, Do you have any industry people who are tired of the freaking games industry? So that's what this step three is about. So step one, fire everybody. Step two, replace them with game developers. Step three, bring these organizations in and start fundraising for them. Because while that's happening, you are on a campaign to generate freaking interest in what the IGDA is doing. And you're going to piss off how many people in the games industry. You're going to make so many people mad. Hang on a sec, I missed a lot of stuff. Humble indeed. This is one of the biggest reasons I didn't go to game development. You look who works at these big studios. Leighton, you are the freaking, you're the king. You are the king or queen. I do not know. I'm not going to judge, but you are absolutely 100% on. And it's been like that. God, Leighton, you freaking got me fired up. That's Leighton's on over at YouTube. So here's the thing. I'm fired up because the games industry, I have a video that's going out. The games industry got co-opted when the ESRB got formed. I don't know if anybody follows like that track, but when the congressional hearings happened in the 90s, remember Mortal Kombat? What? Video games and violence? You had Doom, you had Mortal Kombat, you had this up in arms because you just had the parental advisory, you had, I'm not even going to mention names, but you had people trying to be like, oh no, will somebody think of the children? And what happened is the games industry already had the Interactive Digital Software Association, IDSA. So that was around, and that was providing legal counsel for game studios to fight these, like fight Jack Thompson and fight Senator Lieberman. That's what the IDSA was about. Well, what happened is Congress realizes like, oh, well, you got to put game ratings on there, and the games industry's like, we will do that. And then they're like, wait, no, it has to be approved by us. It has to be approved by us. So games industry's like, okay. They start up the ESRB. The ESRB then, like what had happened is the organization that was putting on E3, which was, I think it was I want to say it's Future Imagine or something like that, and the IDSA was working with another marketing studio. They all had 33% share in the E3 at the start. Once the ESRB formed, the Entertainment Software Association came to be. And the Entertainment Software Association pushed out everybody from E3 and took it over. And that was in 1998 or 1999. Time out, hold on. And the official, like when the ESA completely took over E3, was 2003. So from that point on, and this is true, I wish it wasn't, but I've been in the industry this long. That's not what I wish. That's not what I wish. I'm glad I work in the industry this long. Wait, I studied computer science and I looked into this field. I kind of remembered that. You were awesome. Thank you. They talked about this in a class I had. Yes. So here's what's going on. Every game that is developed, and I didn't realize this. I knew so I'd been going to E3 since the mid-90s. And I went in 99 for the launch of the Dreamcast, and I went in 2000, 2001, right? So I worked at Game Crazy. I helped the ESRB. Every ad that was in a game magazine was shot at a Game Crazy. I was very much on board with that because I'm like, hey, they're starting up. We're doing game ratings. Remember, Game Crazy was an offshoot of Hollywood Video. It saved me time and money to be like, okay, we don't have to make up our own rating. We don't have to be responsible. Parents just need to look at the rating. Saved me time. So the ESRB, we had an agreement. I'm the one who fostered it. I brokered it where they could come into our store and shoot our product because it looks great because it's our stuff faded in the background. It's awesome, right? It's dual marketing. Well, that year, my company will not pay me because I switched from games exclusive to just all over marketing. So marketing for both Hollywood Video and games. I know, that's the dream. But Game Crazy wouldn't send me to the show. So I'm like, well, that sucks. I've been going to the game for years. I'm working in the games industry. I'm a freaking buyer and marketing for games. I can't get a show. So I reached out to the ESRB, new organization, by the way, and I said, hey, I can't get in. Oh, sorry. I can't, no one's paying for me to go this year. Like I can get the time off, but they aren't going to pay for my ticket. It's on nobody's budget. That's kind of the problem, right? It was in nobody's budget. And my boss at the time was not a fan of mine because he was an ex-Harvard graduate who always talked about his Porsche. And so I just made fun of him, and so he had no interest. I screwed myself, right? Like that was I lesson learned. Anyways, bottom line, I contacted the ESRB and I'm like, hey, is there any way you, for the work here, can you throw me a bone and get me set up? They're like, are you kidding? Of course. You're awesome. You've really helped us out. We have a book of hotel rooms. I'll just mark one for you. Okay. I've been going there for years. So they sent me to the freaking E3 in 2000. This is either, my brain is addled. I think it's either 2000, I think it's 2003. It's between 2003 and 2005. I can't, I'll do better. I'll find out what the exact date is. But that was the first time I went to E3 and I was in I know there's 4-star hotel. This was a 5-star hotel that I was put up in. I have never been in a hotel, and I'm wearing like freaking Space Channel 5 shirts. I'm wearing like old video game, like Dreamcast shirts, like, and everybody else in the hotel looks like they're slim, like fitted suits, Armani's, like in the elevator. Everybody smells nice, except for me. I smell terrible, I'm sure of it. And I was one of the best smelling people, trust me, in the games industry at that time. And still, I was stunk on ice next to these people. But I was in a suite, not just a suite, but basically I had an overlook. Like it was up on, I want to say Figueroa. It was at the top. I was at one of the highest levels. I could see all of like downtown LA from where I was. Like I could see the Staples Center. I'm like, what the? And it was a living room, a bedroom that had like 2 folding accordion doors. Like it had a subset area. So that's the upstairs of this room I was in. And it had a downstairs that had like, you could have a DJ in there and that would be the dance studio. Like there's that, I know. Are numbers going up? Let's see. Yeah, there's numbers going up. We've got a dozen over. We've got a dozen over on X for some reason. I don't know why. A few on Twitch, 6 on YouTube. And then there's people over. I don't know how many people are on TikTok. I don't even know if anybody's over on TikTok anymore. I'm hoping I'm streaming there. All right. So here's the deal. I went there as a favor, like, hey, can you send me to this thing? I'm like, yes, we will like open one of our, like open a room for you. That's it. Not a suite, open a room. And keep in mind, I'm the guy who just let you take photos. They aren't trying to wine and dine me. The job's done. They don't need me anymore. This was just one of the rooms they had. So I'm like, oh, that's crazy. But the crazy, oh, thank you so much for being here, Stone. So it gets even more bananas. Okay. So I'm going to jump up. So sorry for this. Sorry, everybody. That's terrifying. I'm sure of it. So I go down to the lobby and I said, hey, can I get a shuttle to the freaking convention center? They're like, oh no, you don't get it. Like you're with the ESRB, your limo's out front. I have a limo. And keep in mind, nobody from the ESRBs, they're like, this is for a good job. Nope. There you go. You got a freaking suite, a massive suite, bigger than your house at the time, and now you're getting a limo down there. My pass, which I found in the garage, which I will show here shortly, had a VIP on it because they signed me up for the show. They paid for me to go to the show. And I realized, like, how much money does this organization have? Like, this is a ton of money on me. And I'm one of many people that are there in this bank of rooms. So I'm like, holy cow, I'm being treated like royalty. This is great. I've never been treated so well. But none of it made sense until I became a publisher myself. And I was publishing indie games for many indies. And what I realized is every indie has to pay to get their game through the ESRB. So in order to get your game sold on a store shelf or into many marketplaces, especially digital marketplaces, you have to go through the ESRB process, which can be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I say hundreds or thousands because it all depends how long it takes for them to do that. ESRB also, there's tiers, and they're arbitrary. I do not know exactly what the numbers are, but if you submit something and there's something wrong, you have to resubmit. You have to pay to resubmit. So if you have a game that has something that's questionable, also you're giving up your game to a third party that has no real compliance. Like, your source could be gone. They could be just taking your source. You don't know. It's crazy, the amount of control that they have to look at your games. So here's the deal. I'm like, what's happening? Well, that's when I put 2 and 2 together and I went to Open Secrets. Just hear me out. And looked up the Entertainment Software Association. Here we go. There's the Entertainment Software Association. It's a lobbying what? It's a lobby. Wait, they're giving how much? Wait, time out. What? They have given 5. What? It is a fun. Every developer, every indie developer that is paying to get their game through the ESRB rating system. I forgot to mention, I came from TikTok. I was having issues, so I can't. Thank you, Ark of the Shadow. Yeah, I'm noticing that. Like, it's stalled out over here on my side, so I appreciate you sticking with me for this whole thing. So here's where we're at. You may have missed it, but after no, I don't want to. But yes, I know you keep track of it. So the ESRB takes money from indie game developers and then uses it to lobby politicians. And look at those numbers. And here's where it starts. What did I say? 1998 is when they take over. And it's nasty what the ESA does, even before they're really formed, to squeeze out the people that founded E3. They effectively were like, we got to get costs down. We got to get the costs knocked down. We got to get, you got to freaking control these costs. So the agency that was putting on the show is like, okay, well, we'll move to Atlanta. We'll move the show to Atlanta because we can get a better deal on like the event, like like it's a hub. So people coming in from Europe have an easier trip to get to Atlanta than they do to California. So more people from Europe would come in. And so the ESA, every article is like how crappy those Atlanta shows. There were 2 in Atlanta. And so they wind up tanking the event company, saying, you're ruining this event for us. Even though they started the event. They have a 33% share in in E3. And they're like, you're ruining this for games. And I'm like, no, like, if they're making a bad show, it's screwing them over. So the ESA just started a campaign using their connections to the press to completely tank the show, like the perception of the show. And then they work with the Interactive Software ISDA. They work with them to effectively create a lobbying group, which is the ESA. And look when it starts to take off in terms of like 2001. That's a pretty big year. But yeah, right around here, right in this area is where they start to amp up their efforts. And that's when you start to hear like, well, did you know that it cost Nintendo $10 million for the floor? Well, Xbox has got so much space, they had to be number 1, so they put in $30 million for this year's show. It became about how much spend was happening. And you'll see, like, oh my gosh, how much money went into this? Hang on a sec. Can I break this out? I know I can, but I want to see, let's go back to 2003. See who the money goes to. And they've sent millions, but come on, I know I can see who it went to. I know I can see who it went to. There's this, oh, here you go. Here's the lobbyist and the client. Let's see, Timmons and Company, come on. Let's get closer to when the whole thing's falling apart, 2019. This is when people started leaving E3 and having like, well, Microsoft is like, well, why would we even go on the floor with you? Like, we're paying all of this money. We could put on our own show right outside, and they did. So here's the client, here's the lobbyist, but here's, okay. These are the lobbying firms, BGR Group, Emergent Strategies. Yeah, so, but that's not who I'm looking for, where the money went. Where did it go? You can usually show it to me, but, okay. The client, these are the people that put in the money. It's my guess, right? Total spent on electronics, number of clients. So I want to see who they went to. And I know I was able to do this before. I'm trying to figure out who. I'm a huge Sega fan. That's great to know. I started off as a Sega fan myself. And in fact, just ignore the fact that I helped kill the Dreamcast. Just ignore that for now. I helped roll it out in the United States. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. This is who's getting funded. So the money that a developer pays in, if you're paying in money, let's say this is 2024. Let's go to 2018. Oh God, 2019 is off. They don't even have it on here. Look at this. Oh my God, this is so funny. I've got to figure out what that means. But right above my head, I have the 2018. But look, I can't do anything. I got 2024. It goes just down to 2018. Like there's missing 2 years. Wonder why that is. Is it only? Oh, it's only over 2 years. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Yes, it was. But I can explain Ark of the Shadow. I can explain. It's hyperbole that it was me. I worked for a company that wound up not paying Sega right at the time where Bernie Stolar was about to throw in the tail, and he wound up doing it. He's like, I don't even want to do this anymore. All right, so let's do 2018. Every game developer out there has to pay to put their game through the ESRB to get it rated. And that money goes to, drumroll please, the Republican Senatorial Committee. 15,000 went. Then you've got, these are Democrats, and then you've got the American Strong and Free PAC. Great. That's awesome. You've got Heartland Values PAC. All of these. Look at these guys. Look at these. Like Ted Cruz is getting your money. All these game developers that have to put their games up. They blood, sweat, and tears to make their game. It's a freaking mafia organization. They have to pass it through this lens of people that are just like, well, yeah, we'll give some to Tom Cruise, we'll get this, and then you know what, you won't have a problem with your games. And guess when you see the big video games and violence issues come up, and I will find actual articles corresponding to when big things happen. Like 2016 was a big year because that was when Trump was in there. And so video games and violence, that's what it is. It's not guns or whatever. It's video games and violence, right? How much that amps up when funding drops here. When funding drops, they're like, you didn't pay us enough. So they amp up the freaking like terror brigade, like games. Oh my God, I wish there was a way. I wish I was more informed. But you know what? It's the video games calling it violence. No, it's crazy, man. Look at this. And it's across the board. So you got the House majority, Senate majority, Clinton, they're all getting paid out of developers' pockets. And it has been since 1998, but it's been more or less since that I've known since the 99-2000 E3. So when people were like lamenting, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I missed E3. I really wish I could have gone to E3." Dude, unless you went to the first like 7 or 8, you missed it, and it was a great show. However, I don't want to be doom and gloom, but I will let you know that PAX is a better show than E3. CES is maybe not. I haven't been to CES in a while, but CES at least offers more diversity. E3 cut out all of Kentia Hall. Kentia Hall was where you would get all of these, like, where you would get vibrating chairs or hydraulic chairs for games. You would get that, like that's where you would be seeing VR in the early 2000s, is in Kentia Hall. And guess what? They cut it off because they weren't producing enough money to be worth keeping around at the show. Neo has turned babyface and now uses his power for good. He may have helped kill the Sega Dreamcast, but he's equally done some choice for it. Ooh, yeah, so the Nintendo show today, too. And again, everybody on Live Center, I'm so sorry if you're sending me stuff. I can't see it. Can I pop that out again? Oh, look at all these people. Look at all these people popping in. It's so silly. I'm sorry, everybody who's in there. I can see you now. There's a ton of people coming in. Stone Gardening, Sam Houston, Salads. There's a ton of people joining over there, but I missed every one of them. I'm so sorry, everybody. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to go back and read a couple of these others. Oh my God, there's a ton here. I forgot to mention I came from TikTok. Great. Yep. We're happy that you're here, Ark of Shadows. Sonic, you are a choice. Moderator extraordinaire. I love it. Talking games is my favorite thing to do. And I love that you add the U in favorite. That tells me where you're from. That is Texas. I think that's right. I think Texas or England. One of the two. I can't. It's classy, is what I'm saying. Favorite thing to do. My family tells me I drive them crazy talking about games. You're just not. Listen, your family is for what? Support and love, and who cares? We're your game folks. You want to talk games with us. That's it. Neil, our new viewer has an awesome handle. Ark of the Shadow, yes. I agree, 100%. What do you think of his name? It sounds like we have another Sega fan. I'm a huge Sega fan. Oh, that's great. Pop. I'm a huge Sega fan, says Ark of the Shadow. It's like Ark of the Lad and Shadow the Hedgehog had a baby, and they joined my stream. Oh my God, I would hate to think that. Oh yeah, that's true. How old is Shadow the Hedgehog? They would. Oh my God, Shadow of the Hedgehog. How old is that? Oh, I'm almost afraid to find out. Hang on a sec. 2005. Oh my God, 20 years old. You're 19. Ark the Lad and Shadow had a baby. You'd be 19 years old. That's because that's when they were both around. Anyways, Neil, your managing moderator is trying to show you something in my message from post from earlier. Whoa, 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 whoa. Really? Okay. I'll find that out. It's like a mafia. The bigger guys get a bigger cut, and the small guys are lucky to get what they get. That is true. And if they die, they die because the industry does not care about them. The problem is the games industry is moving in the same exact way it did right as it crashed in '83. Like 20th Century Fox acquired Atari. Why is a movie studio acquiring a game studio? Because they're like, well, we have IP, we have this, about that. That's what game studios are doing right now. They have not learned a lesson. Nintendo's the only one who's still going to survive through this whole thing, and they're not. They're not great. They're the best of like the majors, but they're not. Like the fact that they're shutting down, what is it called? Oh fudge, the ROM sites. They're shutting down ROM sites and emulators. That's not good. Neil has turned babyface and now uses his powers for good. That's true. I was slightly disappointed about Nintendo's Direct. So the good thing about Direct is that we've got a Metroid 4, like we've got visuals. We've got some gameplay, which looks pretty good. That's, for me, that's good. Um, but yeah, most of the other stuff, the Zelda looked, that's, again, none of that stuff appeals to me. The Squaresoft stuff did look good to me, but I got so teased. I thought the Neo, what is it called? Like Fantastico Neo or something like that. The image looks like freaking Tactics, and don't tell me it doesn't. Fantastic. Neo Fantastico, is that what it is? Neo Fantastico Nintendo Direct. Images, come on. Oh, it's Fantasian Neo. I'm going to put that back on the screen, right above my head here. Don't do that. Don't play the movie. Please don't play the movie. This image right here. When I saw that, I was like, oh my, because it was zoomed in and it was on Twitter, so it was like this. And I didn't see the title, and I assumed that it was a tactics announcement, because it was like the tactics stack of like job stack, and I'm like, oh, is there a tactics out there? I could not. There's no tactics. No Final Fantasy Tactics announced. If a smaller guy dies, the bigger guy gets his cut too. That's true. I mean, there were a few good things. Yeah, like again, with anything, there's always a few like something you could take away from it. Nintendo is just not. Nintendo's not my wheelhouse. I mean, I have a Switch. I love a lot of the stuff that I play on that. It's my lead console, unfortunately, right now. It's the one I have the most time to play. But Nintendo World Championship NES Edition, I did hear about that. Like, that was announced before this show. That was announced a couple weeks ago, I think. Neil, remember, Shadow was created and lived on Space Colony Ark, so our new viewer's name is, like, really good. Only a Sega fan would come up with a handle like that. Look at you. Sonic is giving you praises, Shadow. That is awesome. I'm going to see if I can find Sonic's earlier comment, because he's saying he said something and I missed it. Arconis, it's been 2 weeks. I've been busy. Neil, you and I. Yeah, everybody's busy right now. Neil, the latest Acolyte episode retcons Darth Plague. What in the world? That sounds like something you would see in Resident Evil. What am I talking about? The latest Acolyte episode retcons. Wait a minute. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Acolyte episode. What are you talking about? Hang on a sec. Latest Acolyte episode. The episode 4, Star Wars. Okay, gotcha. Darth Plagueis. When you said Plagueis, I was assuming like the Plagas from Resident Evil 4. These two chicks make a baby with the Force and Anakin. If I had if I had read further, I would have seen Anakin and the Force and kind of put it together. Neo was distracted. That is true. I'm still bleeding. And hello, this stream came up in my feed. I am so happy to see that, Arc. What up? Stream came in my feed too. Algorithm is trying to tell me something. I was going to develop games, but I changed midway through because the industry was heading into a bad direction. That is true. And just at the time Leighton had said is exactly when it started just to fully tank. Like, really, the only thing that stayed the executioner was the lockdown. Okay, I am distracted, Arconis. I'm sorry. Humble indeed. This is one of the biggest reasons I didn't get into game development. Okay, I'm trying to find your post, Sonic. Neo, I can't believe we have 2 new viewers on our live stream. The numbers are going up. Yes. Well, we're happy that you're here with us, Arc the Shadow. That is true. I am very happy you're here. Talking games is my favorite thing to do. Neo review. So I missed it, Sonic. What did you say? Okay, I've seen all the comments. Great. All right. So I'm going to save. My goal today is to save the games industry. And I'm going to do it. If anybody has a question about how to get a job in the game industry, let me know because I can do that too. That's also part of my job. Part of my job is to show people how to find their track. Okay, let's go back to Keynote. First thing, the problems that we discovered earlier. IGDA Foundation is no longer getting funding from major studios. While gaming studios are posting record profits, major publishers are saying that they can't afford to fund the IGDA. Yeah, perfect. And then without funding, it cannot provide grants. And indie game developers at a time where there are more out-of-work developers than at any point in the history of video games. Perfect. Okay, that's the problems. Immediate needs, a pathway or conduit to some immediate funding, finding a way to market and proselytize for the organization without using a major PR firm and a studio loyal, what I'm trying to say is marketing company, studio loyal agency, because they will spin it. We got to stay away from agencies. I was thinking he was riddled with the plague. Yes, Darth Vader, he has syphilis. That's the latest. They're going after that STD crowd. Disney's like, we've approached everyone else. Who else is there? STD clinics? All right, let's give them the plague. Oh my God, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sick. All right. Okay, finding a way to market and proselytize. And what's the other thing that they need right away? It's money, but they need ambassadors and fundraisers committed to raising money to support actual game developers and not PR/marketing initiatives for AAA studios. Because a lot of people will realize the only time AAA studios talk about game developers, and they are going to, by the way, as soon as they need game developers, they're going to start talking about like, oh my God, we really care about game developers. Oh yeah, we're starting up this fund that's helping these game developers. It's because they have been so like dragged through. They've trolled as many people as they can, and no one's buying their games. So they're trying to cater back to game developers. But I'm like, don't buy it. The only time they want to talk about developers, the only time they talk about indies is when they have a AAA title that's too far out, a AAA title that is like 12 to 18 months from launch, that's going to need traction to get up to speed. That's the time they start talking about indies. We need quick wins right now. Can we buy a studio? Can we fund a studio? Whatever. Of love songs so tired of tears, I was wishing you were what the heck? Of love songs so tired of tears, so tired of wishing you were still here. Who am I, Neo? Don't tell me that's a freaking Neo. Who am I? I gotta figure out who that is. Ark, you gotta tell me. Don't tell me it's a Sonic thing. I would lose my Sonic badge if that was the case. All right. Immediate needs, and then this is gonna be recommendations. Copy. Then this is going to do this, duplicate. This is going to be immediate needs. All right. Ground zero. This is going to be ground zero. That's the immediate thing. What happens What's the impact statement? Duplicate roadmap. All right, so we've got the problems, we've got the needs for the AGDA, and ground zero. Like, what do we do? Neo is a musician. Okay, hang on a sec. Oh, okay, got it. Miss Independent. When you said Neo, I was thinking either, um, of course, like a Matrix style thing, like what is Neo, or an anime style thing, or like, no offense, like a Neo. I was thinking like, oh god, BTS type thing, because it's like, oh, it's Neo. Neo is like, oh, it's Matrixy. I did not expect to have like. I would probably guess he's in his 30s, like R&B singer. I'm guessing, singer, songwriter, actor. He's 44 years old. I did not expect that when you said Neo. Ground zero it is. We're going to blow this thing up. We're going to blow it up. So ground zero, that's the immediate impact. What are we going to do? So ground zero, we're going to terminate 10-day notice for all board sitting board members that have ties to AAA game studios. There we go. That's ground zero. Ground zero is like, we're making an impact. That's what I mean by ground zero. Like immediate, like explosions, duck and cover. See how they like getting fired. So the first step is to let people know, like, this will not stand. You're done. Okay, so that's 10-day notice. And then ground zero is line up PR firms connected to charitable outreach. So we're not going to use the game conduits to reach out to the press. We're going to use charity, because the game press will drown you out because they're all connected. And I learned that. It was the lyrics were so sick. Okay, I'll take a look at that too. I would think that one of those major flaws, I would think that one major flaw amongst those on the developer side is not everyone there is as committed to games as a passion. That is true. That is very true, Sonic. I'm going to put that up there because oh, I'd like to get, there you go, make you smaller. And that's going to be very important going forward. And that's why we want to talk to those who are connected to this program. Oh, hang on a sec. In this capacity. Like Jeff Minter. He's got a game out as of March of this year. He has made a game that's talking about all of his games. He's got a documentary planned. So let's go back to IGDA Foundation. Not the words related to a huge disaster. That's good. I thought it was a breakup when I first saw it. I was like, what? Never forget. Yeah. I don't like how 9/11 is co-opted never forget. I think that's pretty bad. It's like how religion co-opted spirituality. Like, spirituality exists without religion. You can be spiritual. Like, but religion's like, oh, Spirit of Christ flows through me. And I'm like, yes, that's cool. That's totally fine. But you can't be like, well, I'm spiritual. I believe in the Lord. Like, that's not what spirituality means. But it's been co-opted. So never forget and 9/11 are now inexorably tied. You could say he's a money mentor. You've been reading my notes. Your games have the success of a runaway freight train. What do you contribute to? What do you believe your secret of success is? How have you been able to mint so much money, Mr. Minter? It's not as good as yours. So let's go. Let's go to about. Let's go to core value and ethics. What are those? What are the core values? This will be good. Oh my God. This is so cool that they have this. These core values of the IGDA and enduring tenets, they are timeless guideline timeless guiding principles that require no external justification. They have intrinsic value and importance to the members. All right, here we go. We support and encourage growth of our industry and all game developers within it. Bullshit. Oh, yeah, it's like that's not happening right now. We cultivate opportunities for our members to connect with their peers. Okay, this is all crap. Like that's the problem they're having right now. The people on the board are not doing this. So that's how we terminate them. We terminate them by saying you're not doing your job. Electronic Arts, Activision, like Sony, if you're on the board, you're out. And so they have Blizzard, they have EA, they've got Riot, they've got Blizzard, another Blizzard person, Ubisoft, another EA, and Firaxis, whatever. Neil, my previous comment above. What is your previous comment? Some use their programming skills for profit. As a result, do not mix well in a team. Yeah, so that's the thing. You need those like money people, but um, the problem with that. So, shoot. I think one of the biggest problems for all of business, all of like capitalism as a whole, when you're like, there's supposed to be a separation of church and state. Do not incorporate religion in politics because that's going to muddy the water. So what do? We do that. Capitalism works only if there's an ethics system underneath that prevents corruption. That doesn't happen. Like corruption is always rampant. We just talked about it, from a freaking crime boss syndicate to whatever. Like there's no accountability. So that's not going to work. So what you would need to do is you would have to have money people, and there would have to be a role of somebody who is, see, that would be great if you could, but there's always going to be somebody who sneaks through the cracks that's going to just do the same stuff all over again. You'd have to have some kind of, I don't want to say council of elders, but you'd have to have some kind of oversight with even smaller game studios. So like, hey, we've got a way for you to generate more money. We've got a way for you to do these things. You're going to have idiots that like connect you to VC where you're never going to be able to pay it back. That's maybe a dumb mistake. But if you have somebody who's like, we need infinite growth, or we need to put these things in place to generate more money so we can stay solvent, like you're not doing the thing that games are not about that. I would be more willing to hear somebody need, like, well, what are we supposed to do? Price the games at $200? Yes. I would be more likely to say yes to that and be like, you know what? Everybody who buys the game at $200, if we sell enough titles, you are in the credits of when we run the next batch. And that next batch could be $150. And guess what? The next batch, when we finish that, you're in the next round. Like your third batch. Like third batch has like, you keep like the people who have supported you and paid that, you can pay them back. Those are the ideas we need. Like we don't need like, well, how are we supposed to do it? We can't make a game for $50. I'm like, then don't. Look at Panic. Panic sold the freaking little handheld. What is that? Like Playdate? Panic Playdate, this thing right here. I can assure you the idea was we're just going to have game developers make games for this. We're going to recoup costs on whatever. Like this is a passion project. And I believe this does. They've got 20,000 sold today is what the TechCrunch is saying. Again, I haven't followed the numbers on these, but you can do this. You can break the mold. And here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. So here's with what's going on with Unreal in Unity, right? Where they're like, we got to make money. Oh, like Uber Alice at the expense of the people using our platform. Unity shot themselves in the foot over a year ago by saying that we're going to charge developers for like every instance. It's crazy. They're just idiots. And so people are like, I'm not going to use Unity anymore. I'm not going to use Unity. I'm going to use Unreal. But with game development costs getting so high and ROMs being taken off the market, here's the opportunity. You heard it from me first. The opportunity is this. We need simpler games. We need games that are not 70-hour MMOs or, 200 gigabyte first-person shooters that you have to download. We need simpler games. Games that are easier to pick up and play. Games that are easier to do couch co-op. Games that are not so graphic intensive. That don't require assets to be built out the wazoo. I mean, look at freaking Binding of Isaac. How many? Oh my God. Binding of Isaac's a perfect example. Like, there are hundreds, if not thousands of assets in that game. It's not a team of 100. It's not a team of 1,000. It's a team of a couple dozen, maybe? Tops. The Ascent. Did anybody ever play The Ascent? The Ascent is made, this one right here. Has anybody played The Ascent? If you haven't, it's a cyberpunk thriller and a third-person perspective, right? Like 3D isometric. You want to see something cool about this? I'll show you something cool about it. The Ascent. Why is this showing me images? I don't want to see images. I think I have my window too small. Okay. The Ascent developer. Neon Giant. Let's take a look at Neon Giant. I'm sorry, Sonic. I'm going to move your little quote here. Can I? Oh, can I move your quote? Okay. Neon Giant. Apply for this job. Rockstar. Oh. Well, I'll apply for that job later. That's pretty cool. Come on, Neon Giant. Copy. Neon Giant. Career. I don't want to see career menu. I want to see start. I don't want. Okay. I don't want to see the job openings. I want to see their sites. How do I get there? Neon Giant developer. This content is incredible. Neil, I wish Sam was here on the live stream with us. I wonder where he's at. I think he got mad. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Arconis got mad because I wasn't paying attention to the chat. So I'm sorry. So it is a Swedish video game developer, right? They're in Sweden. That's okay. You ready for this? Okay, I'm going to show you the game. I'm going to show you the game for a second. Just please bear with me for a second. It's worth it. It's going to be worth the exercise. The Ascent. The Ascent. Show me The Ascent. Get ready. Has anybody here seen this? Has anybody seen The Ascent? Okay, this is a trailer from 2021. This is the official launch trailer. Let's see what this looks like. Can I blow up full screen? A dash of Diablo with a healthy dose of twin stick shooter. Look at the art in this thing. Look at the freaking art. I like the agitprop. Here we go. Life is swell. Life is hell. Oh my gosh. Tons of effects, tons of levels. But look at the art. Like, look at the freaking cyberpunk aesthetic in this thing. Hang on. This is actual gameplay that you're doing right here. This is twin stick shooter, just like Diablo. You have to augment yourself with, here we go. We're going to put stuff. You got guns. You can put different attributes on yourself. Yep, got it. Okay. Perfect. Multiplayer. You have multiplayer in this thing. Okay, you ready for this? Again, this trailer doesn't do a good job of showing you all of the visual splendor of this game. That seems to be a movie. Yes, let's close that. But what I was hoping it would show is some of the city that you would see, like around the area. Anyways, here's what I'm getting at. That looked pretty good. How many people do you think are on the Neon Giant team? How many people do you think work for a studio that's putting that out. You have multiplayer. You have a world that is like Diablo, a Diablo-like experience with multiplayer. It's in a cyberpunk world, cyberpunk aesthetic captured beautifully, many different environments. You have different strata of the world. You've got the lower world, like in where it's rainy and freaking just all the sludge rolls down. Like it's dirty, filthy, and as you move up higher and higher ranks, you have more robust cities with nightlife, with augmentation centers like tattoo parlors. This is a living world. And you're like, okay, how many people are on the Diablo team? 8 trillion. How many people work at Iron Giant? 11. That game was made. Now, I know they have contractors in. They also have partner studios making some assets. But this was made with a team of a dozen. That game, absolutely unreal. It's a beautiful game, right? Has anybody seen Forever Winter? Forever Winter. It's on Steam right now. It's made by Big Dog or something. Hang on a sec. This is very important. I'm teaching. I'm doing what the IGDA does. Fun Dog Studios makes this. Okay. Fun Dog Studios. Welcome to the future. Oh, this is a long trailer. Oh, 4-player. You can't even hear this.
Takes place in a future where massive armies are skinning the bones of our once beautiful Earth. You are a scavenger, lovingly referred to as a scav. Within this combat ecosystem, you assume the role of looter and survivor. Trapped between two warring military factions of the future, each with their own objectives.
Okay, so this game feels a little bit like Death Stranding. You're a scavenger, even though in Death Stranding you're a delivery person. But anyways, this game, look at the environment here. Look at this. I know it's dark, but like the level of detail in this thing is absolutely amazing because it's a world torn asunder. Think like the Terminator, where machines have kind of co-opted all of society, and they're trying to take out these factions of like they're religious factions that like admire other tech or whatever. I don't know the entire gist of it, but it looks like there's a bunch of religious zealots and cultists that are fighting this battle against the machines. Like you have this long-standing fight that are trying to take these two down, and you're just like, I just want to freaking live. And so you're walking between them, right? Again, this game, it's I think it's in beta right now. Oh my god, there's a huge character. That's huge.
Welcome home, deep down in the guts of the city. Refugees seek shelter here, and they choose your level because you have one of the few things that matter. Water.
Water.
H2O brings traders, shops, and allied mercenaries that have your six. If you want to survive, you'll need to pick up jobs from the two warring factions.
Now, again, I just showed one, like a cyberpunk thing. This looks a little bit similar. I'm sure the other one's third-person isometric. So one is like Diablo. This is more like Gears of War type, but you're not fighting. You're not shooting. You're trying to survive. And so I'm really interested in seeing this one. Okay, so I just showed you that. Now, let's break out of this window. This is made by Fun Dog Studios. Who in the heck is Fun Dog Studios? It's their only one. It's their only game. Fun Dog Studios. Fun Dog Studios. Tactical horror game. Fun Dog Studios. These are just... Okay. How many people work for you? I don't... Oh, wait. Here we go. Fun Dog Studios. How many? 11 to 50 employees. And that's just the next year. It could be 11. It could be 12. But it's under 50. Making that game. Neil, I'm working on getting Sam Newton to join us on the live stream so he doesn't miss this gaming discussion. Please catch our chat post, though. I'll need to ask you something later. Sure. No worries. I'll put my headphones on so I can hear you. I can hear the notifications. All right. So that's what I'm getting at. Like, it doesn't take thousands, it doesn't take millions to make games that look great. Like, so we're going to see more studios move towards this model. And they're very, very apprehensive. I'm hoping game developers are to the point where they're not, they would rather see their game crash and burn. Just to be honest, see their game go away than have Electronic Arts, like work with Electronic Arts or work with Activision or work with Blizzard. They don't want that. Like, that's my guess. That would be my guess. They want to stay independent. Like Baldur's Gate 3, right? So I'm really thinking the idea for the future is going to be games like that. And with all of this, all of the games being taken away from uh, ROM sites. So these old games that studios just sit on the IPs, or the IPs have been sold and they cannot make another game of them, what's going to happen is these passionate game developers, all of these old game developers are like, boy, I really wish there was another Mega Man Legends. Boy, I really wish there was another Asteroids that had this. Boy, I wish there was another Star Control 2. Boy, I wish there was another Parappa the Rapper. Boy, I wish I was another one. So all of these like legacy game developers are going to be like, yeah, here's some historical lessons, here's some historical context, because game development tools have grown significantly since the days of the PlayStation and PlayStation 2. So you're going to start seeing these games get recreated. The best thing about all of the games being taken off of the ROM sites and they're trying to shut down the Internet Archive, they're trying to shut down ROM sites, they're trying to shut down emulators. The best part is this: it's going to shoot them in the foot because people are going to recreate games. You're not going to stop people from making card games. You're not going to stop people from playing games. You're not going to stop people from emulating games. You're not going to stop people from trading ROMs. It's not going to happen. But what will happen is if you remove them from the marketplace, you start to lose the ability to say, well, they stole my idea. Like, well, where would they have seen your idea? Your game hasn't been out in 30 years. Well, they emulated it. Well, where would he have got the emulator? Where would we have got the games? You've taken them all offline. So people who are making games based on these old IPs, old products, now these companies are like taking away like any excuse they could to be like, oh, well, they stole this idea. No, you can make a Pac-Man type game. It's a maze game. You can make it in an homage. You can have a Pac-Man type game. Like, people are going to take these old games. They are going to play them no matter what. And they're going to be able to convert them into something better, something more. And like, that's the way I see it right now. I see smaller teams making more and more niche experiences that aren't having to be routed through these large corporations. And you're going to see Microsoft. That's when Microsoft is going to start tying Windows to Windows and AI together to be like, you can't run that game on our platform. You can't run this game because it's not verified. They're going to start doing that stuff where it's going to be like DRM for specific OSs. And then Apple will do the same. Like, this is over years, this will happen. And so what's going to go on? People are going to move to Linux, and people are going to start, like, it's going to turn into a cyberpunk world in game development where people are just like, I have no outlet to make games, but I want to make games and I want to play games. So you're going to start, people are just going to take the law into their own hands. And I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with it because it's like just it's been a long time coming, and I just can't wait to see a lot of these companies go away. Because Microsoft, if they really wanted to make a good gaming console, it's so easy to do. It's super easy to do. You basically have a $500 console like you do now. You take the console that you made, the console that you have, the console that's out there, it's powerful enough, and you put Windows on it, and you make it a freaking Windows workstation for $500. A gaming workstation for $500. Don't tell me that you couldn't sell that, because it plays all the games that Windows do. So why don't they put Windows on the Xbox? And I know the excuse. The excuse is business units, and it's going to be like, we can't because of what is called antitrust laws, like what happened with Microsoft and Explorer in the UK. you can't monopolize that. Like, what are you what are you talking about? It's your operating system. It's your platform. You can put it on your system. It already is built on that architecture. That's an excuse for not doing it. They just don't want to be in the hardware business. Microsoft just wants to be in the software business. That's why they don't put Windows on their game systems, because then they'd be like they would be stuck. So this is just a waiting game to wait until I don't see another console coming out of Xbox at all. They're just going to move to like this AI computing freaking thing where it's just like all like centuries and like oh I gotta not centuries centuries SENTRY where they're basically just blockading what you can and cannot put on a machine. And at that point, we're going to just people are going to move to Linux. People are going to make like hacked Android like it's going to get to the point where like what do we really need computers for at a certain point? Like we're going to get there. We have phones that are more powerful than the machines that I used at the start of my career to make games. Like why do we need computers? Like we can have machines that can do a lot of the stuff. Why am I having to pay Adobe? Why am I giving Adobe access to all of my artwork? Because I'm paying them $50 a month for their software, for their suite of software. I'm paying them $50 and they're stealing my artwork. Why am I allowing that? Why am I allowing Microsoft to put AI on my computer so they can make sure they smell and look at everything I touch and do? And then, is this what you wanted to do? Is this what you wanted to do? I don't want any of that. I don't need any of that. You're telling me I do, but I don't want it. Keyloggers, all of these things that like these machines are going to start trying to siphon as much as they can. I've like keep your eyes focused here. Google's the worst right now. Google is just like I've talked about websites in the past. This is all everything is changing at this point. So why would I want to be in this environment? I think if you're going to be on the internet now, if you were starting on the internet today and you're like, I need to build my brand, I need to build my identity, I'm like, get on YouTube, get on TikTok, get on social media, find out which one has the audience that is in line with what you're doing, like what you want to do. Find the audience that works. Start there. Don't build a website. Build yourself a link tree or some series of links that show like here's the PCs I recommend, here's the products I recommend, here's the games I recommend, here's all of my top 10, here's who I am, here's my life revealed to you. So you can validate somebody through the links they share. And it's not like links to buying products, it's the links to the things that they love, the links to the things that they recommend. You can start saying like, oh, this person is a valuable asset. Like everything they've recommended is spot on with me. I trust this guy inherently. Instead of Linus Text Tips, who seems to be beholden to certain PC developers. Like you'll be able to see that in the links they recommend and by the stories that come out. And you're like, I don't trust this person anymore. And again, I have no skin in the Tech TV, Linus Text TV. Like I have none of that. I just know that he was caught at one point talking about a system that was good when in fact he knew it was flawed and he was collecting money on the take. So that's the thing. I really believe that if everything's going to be changing in not just the games industry, it's everywhere. So the thing that you can do is start to take the reins of what you buy, who you support, like the organizations who they're connected to. Because if anybody talks to me, like if someone says they like video games and I ask them what video game and they say Roblox, I'm like, tell me what you love about Roblox. And they're like, oh, I like this game, I like this game, I like this game. That's where the conversation ends, because Roblox is a problem. It is. It's fine if it gets you into it. But if someone says, I like Call of Duty, or I like Madden, or I like this series of games, great, tell me what you like about it. That's where my conversation ends with them. Tell me what you like about the game, because I have no interest in any of them. My interest lies in like not giving these companies large sums of money and having them gouge me every step of the way. Like every company's doing that. So my whole goal is to be like, I'm sure half of the people didn't know who Fun Dog was that I talked to on the stream today. I'm sure most of you don't know, like didn't hear of Forever Winter before. Like these are the companies I'm going to be supporting. Small indie development teams. I'm going to be sponsoring charities that are pushing more marginalized and voices that have been squelched down by the industry. I don't want to deal with the ESRB or the ESA, any of these companies anymore. We're going to take games back. It's going to be amazing. Fart, Cake, Smuggler, I'm so happy you're here. I just did a whole stream on how I'm going to save the video game industry, and it starts with me firing a bunch of people. Now we'll see. Tomorrow's my meeting. I'm going to finish this PowerPoint. So here's the deal. I'm going to leave it with this. The Interactive Game Developers Association, which is this group. It's the IGDA Foundation, International Game Developers Association. They bring in, they're basically putting together grants for game developers, right? So they have a bunch of programs that bring people into the industry. Well, guess what? EA and Activision and all of the AAA studios said, sorry, we can't fund you anymore. What? There are more developers out of work in this industry than at any other time in history. And all of these companies are posting record profits, and they aren't supporting the IGDA Foundation. And this is when they should be. They should be asking for like good PR, but they don't need it because they have record profits and they have games lined up. They don't need these people, so they're not funding it. So my big push is to, okay, they don't need you, well, you don't need them. IGDA is no longer getting funding from AAA. Gaming studios are posting record profits, but they're saying they can't afford to fund the grants. And then, without funding, the IGDA can no longer provide grants and support these marginalized groups. So the problems, like that's the problems. The immediate needs are like they need more funding. They need a way to market and proselytize that's outside of traditional game markets, because all game news and all game outlets are compromised. They all are beholden to the AAAs. Everyone. Don't think they aren't. It used to be Future and Imagine Publishing. The print magazines were all beholden. Now it's just pretty much all of them. And I learned that during Gamergate because, listen, I was absolutely 100% wrong about Gamergate. Gamergate was what happened in there. The main instigators, the main people that were poking the bear and just really causing problems. And I'm like, who in the heck are these people? When PewDiePie had said he had the live stream where he said the N-word. Game industry has been stagnant for about a decade. Yeah, that's 100%. You're 100% right, Farcake. But the thing is, like, here's my push. I'm going to, just one more second because you're going to love it. But I realized when the PewDiePie thing happened, the people that were writing for the New York Times and who's the other one? New York Times, Atlantic, they were all of the Gamergate folks. And now they're trying to tank streamers, saying like, oh, they're freaking terrible. So the people that were doing muckraking and throwing mud during the Gamergate, they were working for game journalists, game journalist outlets, right? Kotaku, freaking like, was it IGN? They were all there. And like, how did they get those jobs? Now they're working for the New York Times. I'm like, wait, what? How did they make that jump? And it's basically they are good at stirring up controversy. So here's the deal. That's why you have to find a PR conduit outside the games industry, because they'll shut you down. Ambassadors and fundraisers need to be committed to raising money. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what I say they do. And I'm going to present this tomorrow, by the way. I have a meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. my time with the IGDA. I'm going to say, fire everybody on the board. I go, give them an ultimatum. Everybody here, they all work for game studios, right? This guy works for Electronic Arts. This guy works at EA Sports. This person works at, like, she worked at Maxis, but she's recently joined Electronic Arts. These people are on the board, and they're saying, we have no money, right? This person is general manager of Microsoft Game Studios, AAA development for Windows and Xbox. These are the main people of the IGDA. So what I propose is 10-day notice from Friday. On Friday, you send them a notice saying you have an ultimatum. Either generate funding for our grant program at the company you work for, or tender your resignation by June 30th. That's it. That's the ultimatum. If you work for a AAA studio, you're out. Because the problem is, if I'm trying to bring in indie game developers, they're not going to trust anybody on the board. They're going to look at this and be like, forget it. So that's number one. Day one, send out everybody who's on the board, works for AAA, you're gone. Step two, line up PR firms that are not connected to the games industry, but are connected to charitable outreach. It's exactly what I've been doing with Double Plus. I reach out to charitable organizations that are connected to the games industry that have their own PR, right? And then this is doubled because I was going to put something else in here. But then you start aligning, right after this, you start aligning the people that are still developing games that are still on the IGDA. So you have people on the IGDA that are still active in the games industry. One of them being a guy named, from Llamasoft. Why can't I think of their name? I'm going to kick my own butt. Minter, Jeff Minter. So Llamasoft, this guy oh my God, my nose is bleeding. So this guy just released a game in March, but he's still working with the IGDA. This person has been around since the 80s, and he's still making games. So turn these people into mentors for other people looking to get into the games industry. So effectively do this. The IGDA is going to support nothing but indie game developers. If you have a game that is finished, that hasn't marketed itself or been promoted properly, we provide support for that. If you have a game that's not finished, that you need to finish, that you don't have funding to do that, find a way to help them finish their games. Become an instrument for game developers to get their products out the door. That is going to be the next few months, is what I suggest. Keep doing that. Keep making alliances. Every day, work with more and more nonprofits, like Girls Make Games. They're another 501c3, but they're actually working to bring more marginalized voices into games. You connect with groups like this to support them because they have massive networks inside their teams that have worked in this industry that have quit, have left the industry, but they're still trying to support these people because they see that the industry has forgotten them, but these people are the future. So that's my whole pitch for them, is to be like, you got to be willing to get rid of anybody who's not going to help you, and then put your money where your mouth is. I'm not going to try to raise money for the IGDA Foundation, because not only do you have to prove it to game developers that you can raise money for them and support them, you have to prove it to me. Like, if you're like, well, how am I going to support myself? And I'm like, that comes because your funding is going to stop coming from the game developing, from AAA. Your money is going to come from outside the games industry. It'll come from other foundations. Like when I work with Major League Baseball, I was shocked to find out how many foundations had $100 million just sitting, generating interest. Like, that was what the foundation does. Like, they support certain initiatives, but they're just generating funds and trying to use the interest so they don't get dinged on it for taxes. Like, I was shocked at how many studios. So it's like, that's where your money comes from, outside the industry. Because I don't want this industry to survive in this way. It does not deserve to. Because here's the deal. This industry has attached itself to the movie industry. This industry has always been better than the movie industry. Always been better than the movie industry. From its inception, this games industry has always been, from the time before the video game crash. Like, when Electronic Arts started, when Trip Hawkins started out, he wanted to create rock stars. Game developers would be known the same way the Rolling Stones would be known. And that never got to happen, really. We got a couple people like rose to the top, but that didn't start to happen until around like the PlayStation era where you started to learn about Kojima. You started to learn about like the developers of Dead or Alive. Like, you started to hear more and more about the people on the inside of the industry. Then it got co-opted. The entire industry got co-opted in the late 90s. Got taken over. The ESRB, the ESA became a fundraising industry, which I showed everybody here earlier. That's just sending money to politicians left and right. Like, that's all the ESRB. So the ESRB takes money from game developers to put them through the ESRB. Like, you have to get your game rated in order to sell it on most major platforms in the US. Game industry is like, I don't know if it's better. It's definitely different. Like, here's my whole deal, right? I want to reconstruct. I want to go back to where game developers okay. Let me ask you this, Fart Cake. Can I call you Fart? Smuggler. I'm going to call you Smuggler. Have you heard of Forever Winter? First, I'm going to give you two. Have you heard of The Ascent or Forever Winter? I should have some music. Give me a second. You are 100% right. That's right, Smuggler. call me whatever you're. Call me whatever you want. Yeah. So here's the deal: the Ascent, and call me whatever you with. You're awesome, smuggler. So here's the thing: I'm going to ask the Ascent or Forever Winter. I'm going to show real quick one more time. This is crazy. No, no, no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's go the Ascent. Okay, you can see it behind me. Perfect. Videos. Let's see if you've seen them. You've heard of the Ascent. Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm going to put on, we just did that trailer. Let's try this one. I want to get a good trailer because that first trailer we saw was kind of lackluster. Let's, hands-on preview, co-op mode. This game is co-op mode. The Ascent Neon Geon. Okay, let's see if let's see if this is any good. We'll see. Hold on. We'll see. Hold on.
Giant.
All right.
We're a very small studio of 11 people.
So, this game is like Diablo. So it's twin stick shooter, 3D isometric, right? It's in a cyberpunk world. Look at the detailed environments in this freaking game. Like, this is what I was trying to point out to everybody. Like, look at, like, this is more cyberpunk than cyberpunk.
Located in Sweden, but we have very big ambitions with our first game, The Ascent. And I'm here to tell you more about it while we play a bit of two-player co-op.
So they're playing this is two-player co-op. Look at this
right
world.
Now, we're in Cluster 13, one of the safe areas in a giant arcology on the planet Vel. The characters that we have customized.
Let's get out of the city. Huge environment.
We're about to head out the main character of the game. Instead of it being over it, that's gonna say it. Verticality.
You've got
that's
spray paint all over the place. Like the world is living, breathing. Like here, once you get out of that major city, which is guarded by security, and you understand, like. The reason that city looks like that is because it has to be protected from the resistance. Like
the game is coming out in 2021, and I am so freaking excited to say that it will be available with Game Pass on PC and consoles at launch. We're still working hard to cram as much awesomeness in there as we can before it's time to let it loose in the wild. Thank you.
Breakdown to boss battle, whatever. Okay, so I cannot believe that was that far off the screen. I am so bored. Okay. That game was made by Neon Giant, or that game was made by Neon Giant. Neon Giant. This is what I'm getting at. Neon Giant, come on, you jerk. Neon Giant, and right here. That team, it's Diablo, it's multiplayer, it's got art out the wazoo. That team is made up of, come on, you jerk. 11 people. There's 11 people on that team. Okay, yeah, so sorry about that, smuggler. So here's the deal. That game has assets, multiplayer, it's like Diablo, it's getting expansions. It actually had a physical release. Sorry, it had a physical release that had a collector's edition. It did all of the things that regular games do. It has 11 people. The other one was Forever Winter. Forever Winter is made by a company called Fun Dog Studios. And this game has the look of, like, I know you're going to like, well, that's concept art. This game looks like the Death Stranding meets like the Terminator. It has like a bunch of great things. Let me see if I can get just a quick video of this so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go. Cinematic gameplay trailer. This should show gameplay. I'm hoping it does. But you don't play as the good guys or bad guys, the blue versus red. No. You are just somebody trying to survive in this world. Hang on. You are just somebody trying to survive. Hold on. All right. The thing I'm trying to get at is this game also has about 12 people working on it. 12. How many people worked on Death Stranding? How many people were on Kojima's team? How many people are working on Grand Theft Auto, right? And still, it costs millions upon millions of dollars for these people to release these games. But you can do it on a much smaller budget. You can do it with a much smaller team because they're passionate. And this game's going to look more like the concept art than any of the other games because they're not going to worry about, like, well, our hitbox detection on this one shape table, this model doesn't make sense for us to create new models. We can just skin the same 2 or 3 models or the same. We'll just give them 3 or 4 models. But no, they'll make individual characters. They'll skin them however because they're passionate and they care. They're not trying to wedge it into a box. Yes, Sonic, I see you, but I was trying to finish up that comment. Oh, I'm too loud? Or the game's too loud? What is your personal request, Sonic? I just saw that. I'm sorry, buddy. King, welcome. I've got a request on YouTube, but I just want to see what that's about. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't know I was too loud. And thank you for everybody who's like, and Smuggler, I really appreciate you letting me go through all that. My whole deal is that I just want to let people know that games are changing radically. Like, we've known that for a while. But now it's to the point where it's like even the people in the industry on the inside are realizing like they can no longer support this industry. That's the IDSA, IGDA. Like, who does this industry have left to champion for it? Slaves on the other side of the world? Well, that's great, but what if nobody's buying your game? The thing that EA has completely failed to understand, which is nuts. They make millions of dollars. Sure, they do. Doesn't mean they're doing the right thing, right? But they're destroying things like the NFL. Like the NFL, the love of the sport has dropped precipitously since 2004, and that is when exclusivity came out. And you're seeing that across the board for US sports. Baseball, football, basketball. Like, they're dropping off because video games used to be a way for kids to keep up with those sports. But since they've taken them off the market or made them unplayable or just a garbage thing, like, they're giving Madden, they can't give that game away. Like, people will play it and be like, oh, it's frustrating with it. But it's like they're cannibalizing football. They're cannibalizing basketball. They're cannibalizing these other IPs. Because by them making crappy games, they can turn a profit on some people that are like understand gambling mechanics. But yeah, like, who's going to fill that pool? Once these people go through, like, football can't fill the stadiums anymore because the generational interest is gone. And that's not me just saying, I made a whole video about it. Like, generational interest is falling apart for all major sports. And football used to be sated by other people, like, keeping up in, like, maybe we have a tie-in with Susie G. Komen. Like, oh, that brings some ladies in or brings people in who are passionate, and maybe we'll bring in video gamers. Maybe we'll bring in a halftime show every year. Like, they're trying to throw these, like, little bread and circuses out, but it's not working anymore. I have a personal request, saying how Sam has been a loyal fan of this channel on the live stream. When we have needed him, yeah, that's totally fine, dude. 100%. Are you kidding me? I'd love to have Sam as a moderator. I bless him as a monitor, or as a moderator. I don't know how that works. He's a moderator. Bing! FIFA, 100%. All of it. Like, these studios are like, how do we cater to more of an audience? Well, with FIFA, like, how do we bring in an American audience? Because America doesn't, this is in the 90s, right? And when FIFA came out, and it looked freaking insane. Like, when the FIFA sport came out, the interest in the sport went up. And that is directly connected to the Electronic Arts game. Of course, that was before modern Electronic Arts. That was Trip Hawkins' era. But that's what happened. Like, sports, like, people in the US started to get interest in it. I'm not going to say it's entirely responsible, but I'm saying, like, that really did help. It came up where a lot of these things work together. Like, the interest in women's soccer, football, whatever, that raised a lot of interest, right? The Olympics, all that stuff, all of these things work together in an ecosystem to do it. But if you eliminate one of those, it's not just that audience you're getting rid of. It's the next audience that comes up through that game. Like, you're losing that audience today, but you're losing the thousands of others that now no longer understand how to play the sport. Or like with baseball, it's like, good luck finding any 3 kids that have a baseball glove. How are you going to get a pickup game of baseball together? And how are you going to get 9 people that know the rules? Because in the 90s, they privatized Little League Baseball. And that's when the sport started to tank, because churches used to sponsor teams. And now you have to go through the Little League to do that. So that's why baseball's dying in the United States. Not because there's no baseball games, no baseball video games. It's because it was privatized. Like, they used to use them for community builders. Like, churches would maintain fields across from the church because they were able to proselytize and stuff. But now they can't do that anymore. Well, hi, Sam. Sam, is Sam even here? If so, welcome. But yeah, so FIFA, all these sports titles are struggling. Or all these, not sports titles. I don't even see Sam. Why do I not see Sam? Is he talking? That would be very bad if I can't see Sam. I don't see him. Sorry, everybody. I see Arc the Shadow. I see Arc the Shadow's here. Oh my God. Is this like Batman? Is Arc the Shadow, is that Sam in disguise? Hello. Whoa, you got your sign? Yeah. All right. That's awesome. All right. Oh, excuse me. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. Everybody who's on, I got 7 people on, oh my God, 7 people on Twitter. I've got 4 people on YouTube, and TikTok is dead. TikTok's down. I'm going to shut that down. I think he's been here the whole time. That's why, see, you knew Arc the Shadow was somebody special. You just didn't know who. Where in the hell am I? Hi, Sonic and Neil. Hello, Arc of the Shadow. I'm going to get a lozenge because you can hear it. I am dying over here. Give me, oh God. Oh my God. Oh, my sickness. All right, I'm done about this. I'm done. I'll work on this later. Who joined? You're streaming on all the things. Yeah, I'm streaming. Dude, I'm streaming. Ready? I'm streaming on Twitter. I don't know why. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. I would stream to Instagram. I'm not on any of these platforms, by the way, but I would stream to Instagram, but Instagram always crashes my show. Every time I put it on, it crashes. So I'm like, forget it. Instagram doesn't get my magic. I will deny Instagram my essence. All right, so hang on a sec. Let's go. Hold on. Image. Autofocus. Is it focused? Okay, that's better. All right, here we go. Talk about an overachiever. Yeah, exactly. Tell me about it. All right. Neil finally clicked on. I clicked on what? I'm sorry. What did I do? Is Arc the Shadow, have we discovered, is Arc the Shadow Sam in disguise? If so, that's pretty awesome. He had me fooled the whole time. And now what I'm going to do to celebrate, oh, I got to have this controller. Please tell me I have this controller in here. Go. I don't want to leave the room for a controller. It's too far. Where's my controller? Where's my damn controller? Where's my controller, puppy? Oh, it's right there. I disguised it. I put it here. Come on, say hi. Say hi to everybody on the stream. Come on. Always up. He's my, this is Rio. Say hello, Rio. Oh, you're such a good doggy. You're such a good dog. You say hello, puppy. Oh, you're such a good dog. Oh, good doggy. You're such a good dog. You're so nice. Do you have to go potty? Is that what you need? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Do you have to make a boom boom? It was me all along, Austin. Yes. You would have got away with it too if you hadn't admitted. Well, if you hadn't told us, you would have got away with it. Hi, buddy. What are you doing, bud? What are you doing, my big boy? Uh-oh. Your brother's jealous. Your brother's jealous. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll swap out. Come on. Oh, there's the other one. Oh my gosh, we got 2 dogs. Oh my god. I gotta let these guys out. I'll be right back. I gotta let these guys out. They're going crazy. You got one of those cameras that follow you around, fancy pants. Yeah, so I got this. It's called an OBS bot. It was a risky purchase. I will go into that when it comes. It was risky. I'll let you out. I'll let you out. Look at me like a crazy person. Hang on. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Hold on. I will turn the lights on when I go let the dogs out. Oh God. I'm back. Wait. Show me. There we go. Perfect. So it's a little, wait, what does it say? Your last stream and this stream. Thanks to Sonic for coming up with the name. Oh, good job. All right. Watch this. This should work. I've got the controller right here. Please. How quickly can we do this? Yeah, so when I got this camera, it was right after a couple years ago, I ordered this thing called Pivo, Pivo, and it did exactly what this does. This camera, it follows you around, right? And I got it, and I'm like, oh, great. I can do like regular, not streams, just I can record myself doing something and move around. Well, it was awesome. I loved it. It was great. But the worst part was that they went out of business. And so I'm like, that's okay. It just won't get updates. And then they're like, well, since it's out of business, we can no longer keep the software up because there's a terms and agreements that you can't have a defunct company and a software that communicates with a device that's run through a browser or something. There was something that so I'm like, I have this piece of plastic, this technology that is now locked. I can't use it. So I wound up getting this on a whim, knowing that this could go out of business too. Hang on, gotta let the dogs in. I'm back. Oh my God, I hope, come on. Hello. So let's hope this, oh my God, please don't do that. Isn't it great how this works? It's so perfect. It works every time. It's amazing. My previous comment, Neil, my previous comment about my request. Yes, of course. I changed my name between your last stream and this stream. Thanks to Sonic for coming up with the name. Yes, of course. Moderate away. Make it happen. Do that, and I'm going to get this to put the other, let's see. That's what I want right there, right? I think that's what I want. There it is. Is this connected? Come on, you can do it. Oh, come on, you can connect. Don't do this to me. I'm here. You just can't see me. Why are you not connecting? Hold on, everybody. Oh, God. It's a black stream. No. No one can see what I'm doing. Did it work? Really? Perfect. Great. No. Come on. Are you kidding? Do I have to have this plugged in? That would be so dumb. Okay, I'm plugging this in, I guess. This is just ridiculous. Why does it have to be like this? Why does it have to be this way? Internet, what? Please, everybody, just bear with me for a second. Yeah, I gotcha. Right? I don't want to put it in sleep mode. I gotcha. Oh my God, I'm looking at my mouse button trying to think. God, that's so silly. All right, so now I've got to put this on live stream, right? Live stream, right? That is not what I want by any stretch. That is not what I want. There's me. This needs to be. There's me. Ecamm. Really? Hold on. Really? Do I have to pop that out? That would be silly. Hold on. Do I have to pop that out? That would be silly. Oh my God. Please pop that out. Oh my God. Please pop that out. Yes, I'm here. Neil, only you can make the change on your channel. Really? I thought you had like super admin. I did not know that. Hang on a sec. I thought you had like super admin. I did not know that. Hang on a sec. It was Neil the whole time. Let me go into YouTube. Hang on a second. I'm going to try to get this up first. Window, come on. Camera switcher. There it is. Finally. Show source. Show source in separate window. Perfect. That's what I want. And this should be show source in separate window. Perfect. God, that was really difficult. And then it's going to be here. Great. Goodbye. This goes here. This goes to Ecamm. Blackmagic Design. There we go. Really? That should be there. Why is that? Get out of here. That should be there. Why is that? Get out of here. That seems quite odd to have it that big there. That should not be that big there. Let's see how this looks when I put a level on. I'm going to proceed. Oh, is this the end of the thing? Oh my God, I got to fight the boss already? Oh, is this the end of the thing? Hold on. Fight the boss already? Oh, is this the end of the thing? Hold on. Okay. On. Unmute. Yeah. Do you want to play audio from your Blackmagic Design? Cancel. I don't want playthrough. All right. Is there an echo going right now? Yeah. Standard moderator. Here we go. Standard moderator coming right up. We have a standard moderator on the menu. Hang on a second. Let's see. Live. I'm on live. Hang on. Add as moderator. Done and done. I did it. I have to do that from YouTube's. From the YouTubes. And I did. You are now an official. Sam, you are now official. I swear I've crowned you. I've crowned you a moderator. Your please allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery of your crown. All right, here we go. Let's do this. We've got choose one of 3 attacks. Is the music too loud or not loud enough? Can someone tell me? No echo on this end. That's awesome to hear. Thank you so much. So I'm going to put you back into fudge. Come on, comments and reactions. Come on, Google Chrome. You stink. I think it's this, right? Is that right? It is. I see you, Mr. Smuggler. You're right there. Hello, everybody. Oh my God, you guys got food and everything. Wow. All right. By the way, Sonic and I have been planning this since a day after my name change to confuse you. You monsters. You know I'm getting old and senile. Did I tell you guys I'm getting old and senile? Well, I should have told you both that I'm getting old and senile. Let's see. Deal 15 damage, poison. I don't have enough to do poison. Let's do that. Let's do this. And let's end my turn, right? I will end my turn. Excuse me, everybody. I'm so sorry. They're going to hit me for 42 points of damage. I have 72. I'm going to mantra this mother up. 8 block. Let's get rid of you. Take that. I have 17 block. I'm going to block 17 of that. Victory Scream indeed. By the way, Neil, me and Sonic. Woo! Victory Scream. Nice. It's Pride Month. I got the Pride flag going. That's good. They're going to hit me for 6. I'm going to get Mantra. I'm going to use 1 of 3 attacks. It's going to be this Meteor Strike, which I can't even use. I'm going to use this again, and I'm going to get, deal 6 and a copy of this in my discard pile. Thank you very much. I will use that. Then I will deal with 6 here. Okay. And then I'll put the rest of the gift certificate. Hello, race car guy. Welcome to the stream. What did you mean by getting senile? Did I tell you guys I'm going senile? I can't remember anything anymore. Like, I'll wake up sometimes in the middle of a stream and be like, how did I get here? And Sonic will bring me back to my hospital bed. That's why he's my little orderly. I'm like, I swear, the Kaiser was just here. Like, I just scream incoherencies. Hello, April. Welcome to the stream. I'm streaming right now, Slay the Spire. Dragon Quest 3 Remastered is what you're excited for on Switch. Did that get announced? It did. It did today. You don't even have a Switch anymore? Why did you give up your Switch? Was it Lent? Did you give it up for Lent? Why would you give up your Switch? And the reason I can't see anything is because I don't have my glasses on. Welcome to as our newest moderator. Everybody's in blue now. I love it. All right, this guy's going to hit me for 12 damage. I'll whack-a-do you and I'll whack him again. Put some block up. I'm going to do for 12 more, and then he's got 38 left. Oh, shoot. I'll do that. This should be that. Yeah, I was going to say. I finished him off. There was not a doubt in my mind. Add a card to my deck. Whoa, I do not want to do that. Draw cards until your hand is full. I will definitely do that one. So I have an affliction that makes copies. Every new card I pick up, it makes 3 of them in my deck. So let's go. Boom. Ooh. At the end of the turn, you no longer discard your hand. At the start of your turn, whenever you open a non-boss chest and obtain a curse. Oh my god. Gosh darn it, I can't discard my hand now. I think we are getting Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 Remaster. You didn't give it up, it died. What didn't you give up? Hang on a second. Oh, it died. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I get it. It only takes me an hour to figure things out. That's too bad. I'm sorry it died. Did you have the original Switch, the Lite, or the OLED? Because I had the Lite and I got rid of it, and I got the OLED. I'm gonna do 16 vulnerable here. Hang on a second. Do I want to do that? I'm gonna put some shielding on me. Perfect. Adam, welcome to the stream. I am playing Slay the Spire right now. Look at this. Holy cow, I've got a lot of stuff. Deal 3 damage 4 times, enter Wrath. I think I can enter Wrath here. So I'm going to enter Wrath. Then I'm going to use this. And then what am I going to do? I will get Mantra. I wish I had... Gosh darn it, I wish I had more than... if I use this, it's going to... Oh my god. Deal 12 damage to an enemy. Yes, I did it. I killed them all. That's what I do. You think you're getting mixed up. Why are you getting mixed up? Because you're 2 people now? You can't keep up the charade? I don't want any of those cards. It is. It's a plague. Hello, Vicente. Vicente, welcome to the stream. Yeah, my inability to remember things is both disturbing and comforting, because somebody will say, don't you remember when that horrible thing happened? And I'm like, I don't. And they're like, don't you remember when that awesome thing happened? And I'm like, oh, I don't. So it's good and a blessing and a curse. I wound up in an opium den. Don't you remember you're addicted to heroin? I don't. I did not know that. I'm in a freaking Turkish bath surrounded by 12 men. Like, didn't you know you were into this? I did not know any of this. This is all new to me. This senility is fascinating. It's like a quantum leap. I keep waking up and I'm like, oh boy, what's happening? What's going on? What am I doing? Lose 109 gold. No. Lose Gambler Brew. What is Scrawl? Yes, I will lose Scrawl. Yes. Goodbye, Scrawl. I can afford to lose cards because I got triples of them. Hello, ABJ. ABJ Flaming. Right? Flaming? I can't see the rest of it. I can just see the first part of it. All right, this guy, give him a little shot there. I'm going to go into Wrath. I am talking about Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 being remastered. I think it's just 3, but I remember something is coming out as a multi-game. Ooh. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of skimmed through the Nintendo conference, so I don't know what that is. I don't, like, someone's like, what are the games, what are the fighting games that are part of the Capcom fighting? I'm like, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and there's an X-Men in there. I can't remember. Again, it's the senility. Okay, retain, deal 6 damage twice. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to do that one. That'll be good, because ready for this? I've only played very limited Dragon Quest 3. Hello, Peter Tran. We're playing Slay the Spire to start. I'm not gonna lose all my gold. I'm gonna fight these dudes. Okay, Channel Lightning. I'm going to Wrath this guy. And then hit him. And then use that. And then hit him. There we go. I should be able to finish him off this turn. Yep, he's done. If anybody missed earlier, I was trying to help people get a job in the games industry. It's pretty weird place right now. Ooh, lose 22 max, receive 5 bites. Do I want to do that? That would put me at 52. I will do it. I'm gonna get rid of all my strikes. So now, every time I use that attack, I get my life back, but it costs me 20 health to do it. I become like a vampire. I'm one of the undead. See, so every time I use this, I'll get health back. Damien Sanda. Why does it retract that message? Sonic, it says message retracted. You're welcome. It says retracted. Why is it doing that? It keeps retracting your message. I'm not doing it. I see it show up and it says message retracted. It shows up here. I can see it on the stream. If you're looking on the stream, you can see it says Damien Sandow. But when I look at YouTube, it says message retracted. Are you retracting it? Are you a tractor? Is that what I'm... You're welcome. I will use that and hit him one more time. I don't need to gain my health, but I'm doing it anyhow. You're welcome. So this guy's going to hit me for 18. Shoot. This will be 30. Shoot. Darn it. I use that. He's going to hit me for 18, so that brings 14. I'm not comfortable with where I'm at in this level. 21. Oh my god. All right. So I'm going to hit him for 8, hit him for 8, hit him for 8. I'm actually going to have all my health back. What does this do? Discard any number of cards. Discard. I'm going to discard you and... What? No. Oh my god, wait. Are you kidding me? It said discard any number of cards. I was going to discard cards. No. I can't discard cards. Are you out of your mind? Well, that's depressing. He's going to hit me for 24. I can't go into Wrath because he'll kill me. Hold on. This is 2. Hold on. That's 12. All right. Oh, this is going to stink. Oh, that's painful. I wonder if I'm going to have enough. Let's see. I can't get anything back. 1. There's some health back. That's that. Okay. Sorry. 30 armor and anchor. What does an anchor do? Start each combat with 10 block. Ooh, I like that. I don't want any of those. None of them. I'm going to have to fight a boss with 21 health. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay. Block. Deal 16 damage. 6 damage twice. I retracted my own messages twice because of typos. Ah, there we go. Okay. Makes sense. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. 4 damage twice. 11 damage. Gain 1 artifact. They're all garbage. I'm not using any of that. Okay, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm getting some of my health back. There's some health back. There's some health back. I will take H damage twice. That'll bring him down to nothing, right? 16 damage. There we go. All right, I have got to kill him on this turn. Okay, can I? He's going to hit me for 21 damage. Oh my god. 21 damage. 1, 2. Gain 6 blocks, discard a card. I'm going to discard this one. Wow, that's not good. That's going to hurt. Okay. Do that. Do this. I'm getting some back. We're at 33 health right now. All right. Hello, GMAC. Retracted my own messages. Great. All right. If I hit him, that's 24 damage. That's enough. That'll kill him. 4 damage. I don't need that. Hang on a second. I'm going to use this. Shoot. That's enough. So I've got some of my health back. I'm at 66% health. That's not great. Deal 14 damage. Exit your stance. Deal 10 damage. Add a smite to my hand. I'll take that one. Makes 3 of those cards. So I am 36. I have 36 health. I have to beat these guys. All right. Channel some lightning. Get a little bit more of my health back. Another game I saw today is Funko Fusion. Yeah! Wait a minute. Funko Fusion. Hang on a second. I'm thinking... There's the Fantastico Neo? That's the one I was thinking about. What is Funko Fusion. I got to take a look at that again. This is gain 1 of 3. I will take... Oh, shoot. So close. Hang on. I'm going to fill my whole hand with cards. Nothing. Okay, and hang on. Oh, that's good. That's a good card. Deal 4 damage. Great. So that guy, I killed all his friends. That's good. Hello, Marley. Okay, Lego Fun. Okay, that's what I thought. I know what Funko Pops are. I just didn't know the game. I didn't see it. Okay, so what are we going to do? Deal 21 damages. Okay, here we go. We're gonna enter Wrath. I'm gonna hit him with this card again. He has 120. 16 damage. So I am in full on I'm screwed mode. So unless I can kill him right away, this isn't gonna be good. Deal 42 damage to all enemies. That was a good card to have. Okay. He's not going to hit me. Let's try that. He has how much? 22. We're not done yet, are we? I'm going to be at full health at the end of this. Are you kidding me? Not only did I beat the boss, I'm at full health at the end. I did it. The Duvu doll. For each curse in your deck, start each combat with 1 strength. Ooh. I hope I don't need to use that. Take an extra turn after your turn. Okay, which way am I going? I'm going to go... wait a minute. Hang on. Where am I going here? Shoot, I'm going... God dang it. There's 2 fires this way. I'm going to go this way. I'm going this way. Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 fire. Basically, I get more power. More power to ya. Oh, I'm an idiot. Offer 85 gold. Oh, it's a fair trade. What did I get? What did I get? Art of War. If you do not play any attacks during your turn, gain an additional... Okay. So I have enough strength. Now I'm going to upgrade one of my cards. Which card will I upgrade? I can make that 0, right? Yep. So now to fill my hand full of cards cost me 0. That's pretty good. To explore Hill Valley. Is that the... I'm making a joke. I was going to say, is that the Hello Kitty game? Hill Valley? It sounds like a Sonic level to me. It's like Tip Top, or was it Tip Top Hill? What is that one called? Tip Top Mountain? I know Tip Top's from Diddy Kong Racing. But there's that mountain level in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. What am I doing? Did I... I just closed the shop. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm putting these down. I'm putting a bunch of traps down. They'll freaking break their feet. It's from a film. Hill Valley. Oh, are you... No, wait. Hill Valley. What the heck is that? You're going to have to tell me. Again, the old Alzheimer's. It's coming. It's really... It's acting up. There you go. This is not a good play. I just did not do a good thing there. And then I can put this out there and deal 20 damage to him. Yes! Thank God. Okay, I only took 12 damage on that. That was very scary. And I think... take another turn. I'm going to take another turn. Gosh darn it. Okay, so what card I have there? Hill Valley from Back to the Future. I may remember Twin Pines Mall. Hello, Trevor. Welcome aboard. I am trying to figure out how to get out of this without dying. Okay. This is 12. Okay, this should do it. Thank God. I'm out of it. 15, add a card to your deck. I do not want to add any of those. That's the Sisyphus card. I do not need that. We're at 43 here. Duplicate a card in your deck. Yes, thank you. Who do I want to duplicate? Who do I want to duplicate? Look at all of these freaking cards I have. That's crazy. Okay, I think I'm going to reproduce... Shoot. This one. It's just free 3 points of damage. Back to the Future is your favorite film. Did you like the whole trilogy? I actually thought the trilogy was all right. Like, the full trilogy was pretty good. I even enjoyed 3 with Mary Steenburgen. I'm a big fan of Mary Steenburgen's. Not like I know all of her films, but I first saw her in like Going South with Jack Nicholson, and I was like, oh, she's like my favorite character. I did not know it was Hill Valley. See, you learn something new every day. All right, so he's going to hit me for 12. Let's start this party. Let's use all my 0 cards first. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to throw this thing out there. Get all of the cards that I want. Add a smite to my hand. I have 10. 10 block. That should heal me almost all the way up here. Hang on. I will use 12 damage. Wow. I am not making any real damage on him at all. He's very strong. He's going to hit me for 2. Alright, I'm going to use this. Remove all block from the enemy till 10 damage. I'll take that. That's a good card. Are you kidding me? But he doesn't have any block. Gain 8 block. Discard 1 card. I want to get rid of this card because it's useless. For now, it is. I'm going to hit him with that, and that should make all of these cards worth more. Boom. Let's hit him again for 24. And that... I'll fill up my hand. Okay, thank God I got 1-0 card in there. That would have been ridiculous. Hill Valley is the town where the clock tower is. Yes. I do remember a good chunk of those movies because I watched them multiple times. In fact, I do believe I liked all 3 of them. I don't remember not liking them. It's been a while since I've seen them. And I remember 3 was the Old West one. And that was still okay. Okay, he is going to hit me for 32. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I'm going to use my dexterity to see if I can escape some of that. And 7 block. Remove all block from the enemy. That probably hurts him. Son of a gun. I have no other block here. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is bad news. I'm going to get 30 damage here. Good lord. Take an extra turn. I'll take an extra turn right now. Why not? Just take another turn. Sure thing. I will also... Hang on a sec. That's painful. That really does hurt him. Let's go to... Got 27 health. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Huh? He put a shield up. So let's see if I can get past that shield. Alright, deal 7 damage twice. Deal 8 damage. God dang it. If the last card played was an attack, I'm not going to be able to do that. I want to use this card. This is 9 damage 6 times. Okay, he's got 113. I've got 27 health. I've got to last. God dang it. This is close. You've done it now. He's going to strength up. Son of, oh my god. There's no way. I can't touch that. 48. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's going to hit me for 96 points of damage. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, 15 damage. That's... I can't do anything. He's gonna... It's so close. 4 damage at 16. This is 32. Look how close I was. 44. Gosh darn it. And I don't have anything that will resurrect me either. He's at 40. That stinks. I'm disappointed in myself. Hello, Josh Ham. You got to see me die. It's a shame. It's a darn shame, I tell you what. I'm mortified. All right, let's get out of there. Binding of Isaac. Close. Oh, you know what? Let me do Tetris. I gotta put my headphones on to do Tetris, though. Here we go. Tetris. And I'm sorry for all the terrible noises you're hearing. They're gross. Preferences. Oh wow, that doesn't work at all. Does it? Did I just break the stream? Let's do that. Okay, hang on a sec. Broadcast system audio all the time. I wish to God I could turn my microphone up. I cannot do it. Let's see if this will work. On Nintendo 64, they have started doing games for older people. Oh my God, you're a monster. You're a real jerk. You're like, I thought you were talking about games for people that have no memory. Dude, Perfect Dark, I only remember like 2 parts of that game. All right, here we go. Oh God, what happened? Right out of the gate, really? That seems unprecedented right there. What is going? Come on, man, that's uncool. What is, dude? This game. I swear to God, you're killing me right now. Forget it. Okay, I'm doing that. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm dying. That was so mean. Hold on. Freaking stupid. Excuse me. And is that not playing now? There's no win. There's no win to this. Like if I unplug that. Oh shoot. That's silly. So for some reason the audio is all off in here. I can't hear the audio. Oh God, are you kidding me, Shadow? I would love that. Should I call you Sam or Shadow? Or I would, Diddy Kong Racing. The game is louder than me. Okay, I'll turn that down then. Am I not? I should be louder. Hello. 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 There you go. Now I might be too loud at this point. Oh. Perfect. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna finish this silly thing. I swear. Okay, I'm playing without headphones because this is too much. Too much. Who did this to me? Who made me get this game? Was it you, Sam? Somebody made me download this game, and it has been a staple and a thorn in my side ever since. I can't stop playing it. It's like one of those games where once I start, it's just a baton death march for me. I'll just keep playing it. I have no self-control. All right, here we go. No, not at first place. I have not got a first place on this. I believe I have a third place and a fifth place. I wouldn't be bragging about it if it didn't happen, but yeah, I had a higher placement, but not. What is it called? I was on the pedestal. I was on the platform. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm done already. All right, this is crazy. I think it was you, Shadow. Oh my gosh. I am dying over here. Let's get past that. These are all like test matches. I'm just testing. John Hamm joined. What's the story with TikTok right now? Why is nobody... Like, TikTok has no viewers right now. I'm like... Next time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out that window up there so I can see everybody in this window. No echo on this one. I can see everybody. Hold on. Please don't start up the game until I get this done. Please don't start up the game until I get this done. Oh my god, is it starting? No, it hasn't started yet. Great. 44 seconds. Here we go. Hold on. Oh my god, it's starting. I don't have to... I got to jump over. Hang on a second. Gosh darn it. Sorry, everybody. I got to cover it up. This is too much. It's telling me to get ready. I'm not ready yet. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, that's so far up on the top. That's silly. You got one of those. All right. Perfect. I have no audio. I cannot hear this at all. And I'm playing this. This is going to be how I win. I will have no distractions. Zero distractions. I'm doing it. It's already starting off better than the last runs. That's the thing that kills me, the 1 second delay of like, what am I doing? What's happening? Just give me a lay of the land and that's it. The game's over at that point. That goes there. This goes here. Put that right there. This is all by design. I know what I'm doing. I'm so scared to do that. I'm hoping another long one comes down. Come on. Oh, you stupid. Ma. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, this game is killing me. It's breaking my heart right now. Why am I, okay. Just pull it together. Pull it together, man. Don't worry about it. You got this. You got this. Just a couple Tetrises away from regaining composure. Just a couple Tetrises. You're fine. Everything's great. Everything is awesome. Perfect. Okay. I don't like that. I can see the thing blinking. Hold on. This is me trying to recover from the mistakes that I made earlier. God darn it. Really? Oh, you... Ma! I'm not even beyond 50. This is terrible. Oh, I don't know if the Tetris... I know about 2 or 3 months ago, the news told this one kid from New Zealand, like, oh, he should get outside more because he won the Tetris championships. It might be that you're talking about. Yeah, some kid won, and the newscasters were nothing but dismissive. Classic. Classic traditional coverage of games. I'm glad our industry really comes to the aid of people. You know, hey, I made a career, you know, playing games. A game that's universally loved by everybody, and the news is like, maybe they should get out more. Like, really? Freaking people spewing propaganda all day, and they're like, huh, this nerd. Like, you're monsters. All right, hang on a sec. Put that up there. I have an agenda. I think I just showed it. I don't trust those people. That was ages ago. Yeah, I figured as much. That couldn't have been what you're talking about, but I don't know. Oh my God, look at me crying. I'm crying over here. I'm tearing up. My sickness. At the end of the day, every from about 7:30, 8 o'clock on, my entire body turns into a sump pump. God dang it! It's just like pumping out fluids like crazy. I know that's awesome to hear. Well, I watched this YouTuber who's talking about it, pumping out fluids over his body. Yeah, it was it's an educational one. It's just an educational stream. It says that he is full of fluids and pus. It's one of my favorite streams on the internet right now. He streams on all platforms. He talks about all of his bodily fluids. Really cool streamer. Dude, I am crying right now. Like, can you see this? Can you see the tears running down my face? It's so sad. This is why I'm streaming, because I'm super contagious. I can't do anything else. Okay. That's not a Tetris. That was so close to a Tetris. Come on. Let's do that. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I feel like I'm not in a rhythm yet. Not even close to a rhythm. We're at 72. Oh my God, now my nose is running. Oh, this is out of control. Out of control. I'm just seeping all over. This is the... Oh, God. You know how they do the Razzies, where it's like the worst movie or whatever? This is like the streams that have disgusted the most users. And it's King of All Cosmos, the drainage episodes. Him just... What stinks is it happens... Oh my God. Come on. Oh my God. Come the heck on. Will you? Give me a break. Oh, this is terrible. Hang on. What am I doing? You go there. You go there. God dang it, this is so bad. What? Dude, I've got to figure out what's going on with my controller. It's making these moves on its own. I wonder if it's going to... Yeah, like that. What is happening there? That's not me doing that. That's not me doing that at all. Well, if I wake up to the zombie apocalypse tomorrow, we'll know that Umbrella chose me as patient zero. No doubt. Oh my God, I am dying. I'm crying. I'm losing it right now. My eyes should be all glistening. Look at it. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Let's do this again. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get this controller to connect without the stupid wire. Okay, it is working. Okay, I am free. I'm untethered. I am not having to lean over. Okay, I'm going to look on this screen. Yeah, this is my good side. I'm missing a tooth. I don't know if anybody knows that. One side, you get to see the missing tooth. It's embarrassing. It's that one. When I look over there, you can see my missing tooth. It's because I was in a fight. Got in a big fist fight. When I was a baby, I got in a big, huge fist fight, and it never grew back. My baby tooth fell out because of the huge fight I was in, the big manly fight, but it never grew back in. I think that's what happened. I was pretty young. No, it just never grew back in. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Yes, I didn't get in a fist fight as a baby. I mean, I got in fights, but not as a baby. I was a very amicable baby. All I wanted was for the best for all of the kids on the playground. Except Michael. He needed to die. That's my Diary of the Wimpy Kid. It's real dark parts. Let's finish this. That's one. It's not going to get a full 2 tech try. But that's okay. You know what? You can only do what you can do. Oh my. That goes there. This goes here. And if I can't do it here, I'm going to jump into one other game, and then that'll be it. All right. What have I missed, you two? I've been gone for a couple weeks because of my son graduated school, high school, so I was busy with the end of his school year. Really? You are kidding me. A full... I didn't get to 70. All right, this is out of control. This is too much. This is so bad. And it's... What? It's... Hello, I have no... Wait, you have no what? I have no engine. Hello, Metgrad. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm terrible at this. I'm usually kind of developing sites or helping people get like a path into games, but now, because that's all changed, I'm playing Tetris. And I'm trying to get into the top, but I can't even, like, what's happening to me today? Like, this is, either the competition is so fierce or the lag is so great, because here's the thing, right when we started, in my team, my crew, my posse, will let you know that right when I started, like, they were dropping mad blocks on me right out of the gate. This is just the worst intro. This is the worst layout I've got all night. Good Lord. Oh, God. Please. I can... All right, hang on. There's that. I got to get to the bottom. I got to get to the bottom of this, literally. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is it. Perfect. That should free up that. Great. Come on, you can do it. I'm waiting for more red to show up on the side over there. And I got... Oh, yes, that'll take that. Pop that there. Come on. Good Lord. I'm real slow right now. That's on me. That's not lag or anything. That's just me being slow. Okay, here we go. We're getting there. All right. Boom. Boom. Come on. You could do it, buddy. You could do it. You could make it happen. I have the faith in you. Let's see if I can do it. Come on. Come on. There we go. I had to get that Tetris out. I had to do a Tetris to prove to myself that I still could. I still got the goods. Shoot. I'm spending too much time dancing right now. Please. Really? Oh, you freaking jerk. This game's getting a punch right in the freaking 71. What is with the competition tonight? What is going on over here? User 759053, thank you so much. Metgrad again, thanks for the follow. I think this is crazy. I don't think I've achieved the daily goal. Like there's a daily challenge. I don't think I've even done that. Usually I do that at my first like play. What's happening here? Maybe I did it on my first play. I just can't. This is too much. I'm infuriated. I saw Logan Paul get beat by a kid at the Tetris tournament. That's nice. That was when a kid got to the final kill screen. Neil, considering how you like to play and stream games, have you ever considered... Yeah, this is on Twitch as well. It's on Twitch. But I've been on Twitch for 10 years now. Like, I think I had a freaking Justin TV account. I can't, dude, I can't maintain an audience over there. I cannot. It drives me crazy. Oh my freaking word. I can't. I would love to, like, have one place where I go, but I've met a couple people like Eyes on B. There's a couple people who stream over there as well who are like trying to move to TikTok because they've stagnated. Like their audiences have not grown because Twitch has not done anything to like foster that with their creatives. So like the thing is that it might be easier for viewers, but it's not easier for the streamers. But yes, I'm over there. I'm a legit Twitch streamer. Yeah, It's on my resume, bro. It says Twitch streamer. Rampant crier. This is so stupid. Are you freaking out of your mind? Come on, man. Let's do it. God damn it. This is just not gonna. This is not my night. I'm at 95. Are you out of? This is too much. That goes there. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. You don't see Twitch on my channel links? Hang on. Yeah, it's under double plus. It's actually double plus good games on Twitch. You will be there with one other person currently. That's what I'm talking about. There's one person there. If somebody wants to go to double plus good games, hang on a sec, I'll show you. I don't think you can see it. Yeah, double plus good games, all one word over there. See if the only person I'd be interested in following me is EGM2. EGI, Electronic Game Information. All right, get off the screen, please. Oh my God, I'm dying over here. I'm dying. I'm sorry, everybody. I really am. Oh, are you talking about on my bio? Twitch isn't... Yeah, I probably took it off my bio because nobody was going there. And again, I've been there for years. I had a double plus account. Double plus... I actually developed apps for Twitch. Yeah, if you go to... yeah, hang on a sec. I'll show you. I'm not lying. I swear I'm not lying. Can I go to empty? Well, that disappeared? Come on, where are you? Does this make any sense at all? Oh, it does. Okay, great. That's just perfect. This is just a nightmare. It is called gift card give back. Gift card give back.com. Don't do that. This. Turning gift cards into real change on Twitch. This is me. You have to embed the API and like you look at this, you can diversify donations. So if you had a gift card, you could donate it on Twitch. We created this. This was us. Double Plus did this. So because we did this because there's billions of dollars sitting on gift cards. And my favorite thing about that, the coolest thing about that is that we got shut down by Tiltify. Tiltify is like, yeah, you can't do that because we are the only donation platform on Twitch. They had an agreement that they're the only ones you could do processing through. And I'm like, we're not processing. We're just collecting gift cards. And they shut us down. I hope Tiltify burns. I think it is already done. I don't think Tiltify is around much. But Tiltify completely, yeah. I'm not a big fan of theirs. Like they were shutting down people's like charity streams because they weren't using, like they were circumventing Tiltify. And I'm like, you guys are jerks. Yeah, not a big fan. Hey, Pinson, what's going on? I was just talking about why I'm not on Twitch. Because I was. They had their chance, and they blew it. You blew it, Twitch. All right, I'm going to put this in a smaller window, I think. Let's see. Load game. Quick save. Load my quick save. Yes. Look at the little Moogle. The little Mog. Oh boy. Oh jeez, I forgot where I am. Oh, and the map's blocked by my big fat head. It's Lobo! Sheriff Lobo! I don't think I need to use fire, but it's a hot dog. Yeah. I'm way overpowered to be on the Vite right now. What I mean is your YouTube channel doesn't show Twitch listed among your other social media links. Oh, again, I may have taken that off. But I can re-add it, but again, nobody was going to Twitch. And there was another thing. I think I've wanted getting a lot of spam on Twitch. And so I'd get people messaging me like, hey, I saw your thing and I want to do some business with you. And it was just all a mess. Like it was all spam. Okay, what do we got? Rooms are $100 a night. No. I won't. I'm not going to participate in your economy. Where in the heck is my ship? Is my ship... Oh my god, is my ship... Oh my god, don't tell me my ship's all the way over there. It is. How do I get there? Oh my god, it's going to be impossible. How do I get out of here? Can I... Oh my god. Let's see if I can go... That's funny. I'll see if I can get over there. I don't think I can, though. Let's blizzard these two. They're like, we two little we killed that freaking what's the freaking nature guy. I can't remember his name. Never mind, I just killed him. What is his name? Hi, Cool Hand. Welcome aboard. I'm trying to get back to my ship. I have abandoned myself. I don't think I can get around here, can I? God darn it! How do I get over there? Oh, this is going to be terrible. I don't know how to get over there. I must have done this in... This is so silly. I must have done this when I was sleeping or something. I fell asleep and wound up over here. Oh, that's exactly what happened. I was on a raft. I was on a floating raft, and I wound up over here. Oh, no. I really hope I can get over there. I should have done that, right? I should have killed them both. No, those guys are very, very tenacious. 1 damage, for real. Oof. It's dangerous. All right, high potion, great, awesome. How in the world am I going to get over there? Nothing on this side, right? Oh my god. Nothing over here. I'm surrounded by Serpius. Kirpius? Magic. Let's go Blizzard. Let's go Blitz. Do Rising Phoenix. We'll do a Magic. Fira. I'm not even going to need it. This guy's going to be dead. Unless he likes fire. He doesn't. He does not enjoy fire. I have no experience. This is doing nothing for me. I'm not even grinding. I'm doing nothing. So I have to go all the way to here and hope to God there's a teleport. Oh my god. Zombie dragons. This is the end of your streaming, host. I'm going to just attack them. I'm just going to go attack. And hopefully do damage to these guys. 311? 4, that should be it. Oh my god, these guys are strong. Are you kidding me? She's got a sword. He's got a, what is it called? A pole, but I can't remember what it's called. It's called a, what is it? A halberd? Is that what it's called? Halberd? Something like that. Okay, so here's the cave. I'm going in this cave. Please, God, let there be a way out of here. All right, go around. Hang on. Oh my God. This is what happened. Dive into the falls. Jump. Yes. Hello, Carlos. I'm trying to get back to where my ship is, and oh my God. Oh my God. Where's this going? It's so dark. I'm so scared. Somebody help me. I'm under the sea with the angui form. Can I use fire underwater? Can I use a chainsaw underwater? I hope I can. That should be enough. No? That chainsaw should do it. Those waterproof chainsaws are just awesome. Best investment I've ever made. Hello, Amir610. I'm teaching people how to use chainsaws underwater. We're doing great. We're doing awesome. I feel good about this. Chainsaws underwater. All right. Back attack. Oh, I gotta turn around. There we go. Turned around. Wow, there's a lot of anemones. I don't even know what these things are. Let's go magic. Let us go fire. I cannot use fire on all these dudes. Thank God. We're going to use Blitz. We're going to use Rising Phoenix. Bwah. Oh, never mind. I didn't need to do that. Flash. That's going to be enough to kill him. All right. I've been here before, but where is this? What? It's just me. Thank God there's a raft on the other side of this. I really hope this doesn't take me back. Oh God, wait. I'm going to the left. Oh, please. Oh, more of these dudes. All right. Why does she always start? Does she have... She must have... like, boots on? Like, speed boots? Hellfire. Here we go. That's a hot potato. Nothing. Let's take their picture. And then we're going to go Bushido. We're going to do Flurry. Oh, my eyes. There we go. Perfect. I feel good about that. I blinded him. Okay, I've got to go left, right? This should be the end. Please. We're going slow. Come on. Let me get on my ship. Let me just be done with this. Oh my God. 2 Anguiforms. Attack. Bushido. We're going to do a Flurry. Let's go Magic. Let's use lightning underwater. That should be great. I don't see a problem with that. Got him with his halberd. We did it. We're so close. Hello, Jay Orion. I swear, we've got to be close. I went left. That was the one turn I made. Okay, here we go. All right, I see it. We're coming. Oh, this is so good. This is such good news. We wound up on the wrong shore, but we're so much closer than we were. I'm dead. I was killed. I was killed on the way back to the town. There's probably going to be a bunch of military people here. No? What happened to all the military folks? So the Eastern Kingdom of Doma has fallen to the Empire as well? Oh, yeah. I remember that. Tell me about it. Welcome. I don't need any of your wares, thank you. What about you? Oh, this stuff looks like junk to me. I don't like your attitude. Your junky attitude, mister. How you like them apples? Welcome. I do not need any... I'll take some of these. You know what? For you, I'm going to throw you some gill. Just to let you know I appreciate what you're doing to this town. That's a chocobo stable. I would like to take a chocobo out, please. Oh, wait. Anything here? Nothing. Nope. I don't think I've been to this chocobo stable, but... Okay, let's go. Take me... to where in the heck am I going? Alright, up, up, up. Oh my god, really? How small is this island? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Look where I'm going. I'm going to go all the way around the back. Come on, man. It's right there. I see it. It's right there. Is anybody else seeing this with me? Hang on a sec. I've got to go. Come on. Oh my lord. What do I got? I was right next to it. Oh lord. I'm going to try to go around here. I'm not going to have to worry about running into any battles. That's a good sign. This is painful. This is a very painful ride for my chocobo. He's whacking his shins off of every rock on the way over. Can I go around this mountain? Oh my god, I can't. I think that's a chocobo stable as well. If I'm not mistaken, this is a chocobo stable. It is a chocobo stable. But how do I get... Crap. Okay. We're going to go down. I can't even go down. Just, oh my god. The world of ruin has ruined me. Alright. There's got to be a cave in here somewhere. That's where we went through already. Go around the other side. Sheepers. This is a lot. I thought I was so close. Okay, I'm going to... I can't get around there, can I? There's nothing there. This is where I would give up. If I was in this world, I'd be like, I can't do this anymore. Oh, hello. There's a castle right there. I will jump into that castle. Can I control that castle? I really hope I can. Oh, I hope I control that castle. Please let me control this castle. For the love of God, is this Doma castle or the other castle? I don't think I can control this castle. I don't think this castle goes underwater or under the ground. I think that's only Edgar's castle does that. Let's see. Does he have anything that can go underground? No. Your castle is useless to me. You can't go under the ground. What's the point of this castle? It's ridiculous. Which Final Fantasy? Sorry, Final Fantasy. This is Final Fantasy VI. I'm so sorry, definitely, CJ. I totally missed that. Yeah, I went out drinking and woke up separated from my ship. And I am trying to find my way back to my ship. That's actually not part of the game. The game does not have a mission where you get drunk. In real life, I cannot find my way back to my ship. So I am here at this castle, and my ship is all the way over there. And I cannot, for the life of me, find a transport over there. That's the Phantom Forest. That's the cave to the Barren Falls. Oh my god. Am I going to do the Barren Falls again? God. I don't even think I can get there, though. How did I do this to myself? I got to get over... Oh, there it is. Okay. Cave to the Barren Falls. Alright, here we go. We're in the Phantom Forest. I'm just minding my own business. Just walking through with some potions. It's a witch! Oh, my back! She's like, she's just in her natural environment. I'm just like whacking her with swords. That's not cool. That's totally unnecessary. All right. Oh, thank God there's water here. I needed that. My sister was just out here. I don't know what happened to her. Oh, my back! And that's another one. 2 witches dead. I'm a very bad knight. Usually I should be like, oh, it's a young lady or a damsel in distress. I'm just like, hit her in the back with a sword. Oh my God, I got 3 of them. These are ghosts. In my defense, I thought they were ghosts. They're just nice ladies of the forest. I'm going to hit these with a flurry and then take their picture, put them on the internet. The internet's in Final Fantasy VI, I think. Let's go this way. Geez, we must have... Wait, what? What did you say to me? Nodded off for a bit? That's okay. That's what happened to me. I nodded off, and now I have no idea how to get back. Oh. Norway. Why is Metal Jesus Rocks in Norway? Let's get out of here. There we go. Okay, I feel better. We're going to go on a... This is Cave to the Barren Falls. Take me to Barren Falls, please. I'm going to jump into this dang thing. Yes, dive into the falls. Jump. Please. Take me back. So I went left this last time. Hello, Grizzbear. Neil, my friend, thank you for everything, especially for helping Sam. My phone is at 19%, so I'm going to go... Yeah, no worries. You have a great night, Sonic. Wait, where am I now? Oh my God, I'm still over here on the freaking far side of the planet. Oh my God, am I right back to where... I'm right back to where we started tonight. I am right back to where we loaded our quick save tonight. This is mortifying. And he never finished the game. So embarrassing. Final Fantasy has never looked so helpless. Even the World of Ruin is like, oof. Thank God I'm not that guy. That guy is embarrassing. Alright. With everybody falling asleep, I think that's a good time. And me going right back to where I started, which is insane. Let's quick save this. Oh my God. I'm going to go get some cough drops and try to knock myself out with Benadryl or something. I don't know. Everybody, you have a great night. I'm going to finish this up. I will see you in the next stream.